Hello, welcome to the Info Pit. I'm here with my co-host, Absolute.
My name's Absolute. I'm a dreamer by day and no longer a high school student, in fact, as of the past week.
And I'm your host, Fluffyexe. I'm a full-time tech engineering student in House of General.
House of General.
House of General, yeah. And General House Saber, it's for everybody in DI. If you're not in DI, that means nothing to you anyways. Thank you for the big sub. Dragon is Immortal, subscribe to Twitch Prime.
Hey!
Pog.
Big Pog.
Are you gonna say the welcome to the Hall of the Gods thing? It's like you should.
I mean, I could. Okay. Sorry, I'm at 2 weeks out of practice of this now, guys, so welcome to the Hall of the Gods!
You guys believe it's been fucking... Yeah, tech engineering.
Must have been pretty great for you guys, huh?
I actually have a double major in... I major in technical engineering and business. So, but the tech engineering sounds more impressive, so I usually use that one.
Yeah. Because when you say I'm a business student, they think, man, that guy's gonna grow up to be the worst.
yeah, he's gonna go be fucking awful. That's nice. I'm gonna talk shop one day. Honestly, yeah, dude. Yeah, businessman. I want to actually open up like a tech shop is the thing. Tech engineering and business makes sense, you know, combine the two, go together. You got a fucking tech shop. There we go.
You actually have something in your life. Pog.
To actually have something that I'd enjoy to do. Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice.
Pretty good. But alright, how is everyone doing this week? Fluffy, how are you doing? Ha! Nice.
I'm doing alright. It's been a, you know, back and forth week. Obviously busy. Always busy.
Yep.
That's just how my weeks go, though, if we're gonna be honest. Rest of that, the news has been really interesting, lately. Just joined DI and DI5. Hey, part of Saber Squad!
Ooh. Oh wait, it's not Longbow. Nerd.
Yeah, no. See, we're gonna do, that right there. That's the house that you're a part of. The best house in DI.
Debatably. It's okay.
Yeah, but winningly, debatingly.
Alright, listen here. Bud. But I've been doing myself. I'm doing pretty alright. I finally had my last day of high school on Wednesday, so I'm a free man for the next like couple months, you know, before I go off to college. So we're just gonna enjoy a little bit of downtime. I'm gonna be streaming a lot more often. I'm gonna be doing a lot more stuff all around. That's gonna be great. Hey, thanks, congratulations. But that being said, I think we're ready. Are we ready for the return of my segment?
Oh, yeah,
the return of my segment, my favorite segment of the Info Pit. Alright, guys. It is time for everybody's least favorite segment, Silly Stories. Everybody get your chairs ready. It is story time. Also, why is it broken again? I reset this right before the stream and it breaks. Love it. Story time! I already have your student debt. Believe it or not, yes. Great. Alright, guys. Starting off this week with a very fun story, in my opinion. Missing part of Stonehenge returned after 60 years on. That's right.
Okay, you added me on
Somebody
that one.
actually... Yeah. You missed it. He missed it last week, guys.
I did. I missed it, and I apologize. Well, week before last.
But this is a resident Florida man story of the week. If you are Florida, as we always say, we do not mean anything against you. It just happens that your state has the best stories throughout the entire U.S. So, it's actually a good thing.
Yes.
But this actually comes from BBC.
We are building the list of Florida man superpowers as well. So, you know, so far... Well, you know what? Actually, we'll recap on Florida man superpowers after we get done with Florida man this week.
Don't worry about it, Immortal. We will tell you what exactly went missing from it, because it may not be what you think. Alright, so... A missing piece of Stonehenge has been returned to the site, 60 years after it was taken. A meter-long core from inside the prehistoric stone was removed during an archaeological excavation in 1958. No one knew where it was until Robert Phillips, 89, who was involved in those works, decided to return part of it. English Heritage, which looks after Stonehenge, hopes the sample might now help establish where the stone originally came from. In 1958, archaeologists raised an entire fallen trilithon?
Trilithon?
I think that's an engineering word. That's an engineering word. Gotta tell me.
Hey, look, dude. I only fucking like.
Instant Florida headlines. Oh yeah, that's a fun one. Mine is about some guy stealing a vending machine.
Trilithon or Trilith is a structure consisting of two large vertical stones, posts supported by a third stone set horizontally across the top. It's not an engineering word. It's just like to do with megalith structures.
That seems like something it would be.
Technically engineering, but it's like structural engineering.
I suppose.
It's like architectural. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely not technological. Like, well, it's all technological.
Guys, did you know that Stonehenge is the technological advancement of our age?
That is the technological. Yeah.
This is it.
Commonly used in context of megalithic monuments. So it literally shows pictures of Stonehenge when looking at the word.
Nice.
Why is my camera so slow?
But I don't know. I've been looking at that. A set of three large stones consists of two that would be stood upright, with a third placed horizontally across the top. That was the definition of Trilithon. Decided to give it afterwards, but okay. During the works, cracks were found in one of the vertical stones, and in order to reinforce it, cores were drilled through the stone and metal rods inserted. You know, we don't want the structure to fall, so of course we put some structure in there to keep it upright. Sounds right. Until this next part. The repairs were masked by small plugs cut from sarsen fragments found during excavation. Basically, you know, they replaced it, right? That makes sense.
Yeah.
For 60 years, Mr. Phillips, an Englishman who now lives in retirement in Florida, kept his piece of Stonehenge. First in a plastic tube at his office in Basingstoke, and later on the wall at home in the US. So not only did this guy steal a piece of Stonehenge, he said, guys,
is it
look
technically
at this.
Stealing?
Yes! Yes, it is! Because this wasn't for things like, you know, he wasn't gonna like look at it and say, alright, this stone is actually doing this, I'm still researching it. No, this guy just had it up on his wall. Straight up just jacked a piece of Stonehenge and said, man, I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah, it looks nice as a conversation piece. Never mind the conversation's technically illegal, but it's a conversation piece.
Hey, I mean, there's a lot of conversations you can have that are interesting conversations, just also illegal.
I wonder if anyone else took a piece. I had one or two, but it mentions that this is the piece they were looking for. But that leads me to believe that this was the only one. Let's hope not, because that's really freaking sad.
Yeah, that's weird, honestly. I just have a piece of, you know.
What goes to like
Stonehenge at my house?
Yeah, dude. You know, I just thought, you know, I'm gonna just take a piece home. This looks nice, you know.
Agreed.
You know, I just really think that it guides the feng shui around the energy around my house. You know?
I'll use my leave card.
This is my leave card? Not yet. Trust me, it gets worse.
I'm gonna need it.
Alright, because you're definitely gonna need it for this next story. You're ready for it? Because, oh my god, if you thought that was bad, you were wrong.
Yes!
1,000 signed petition to make Danny DeVito next Wolverine.
I signed this petition.
Oh, in case you thought the human race was great. As we know,
Wolverine, dude. I'm the trash man.
I'm the trash man. Oh god, Shiny, that pretty much explains my thought on it. I love God DeVito. Oh no, this is not a thing.
That's
all right.
See, Shinny is you, and I am Eisen.
Over the hill, Wolverine. That's perfect. That is perfect, Dark. I like it. All right, so.
Oh my god, that's glorious.
As we know from Spider-Man lore, with great power comes great responsibility. The same can be said for the. Oh wow, I said this in my head, now I can't say it aloud. Ubiquitous, there we go, online petition. Just because you can start one, should you? The answer is no. No, you shouldn't, but let's keep reading.
The
Case
answer
in point.
Is always, literally 100% yes.
Someone calling themselves Ring Arius launched one on change.org calling for Danny DeVito to play Wolverine now that Hugh Jackman has retired his claws. Say what? Presumably, in tongue-in-cheek fashion, the petition says, have Danny DeVito play the rebooted Wolverine in the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, the only man able to take the throne after Hugh Jackman. We believe that if Wolverine is to make an appearance in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, that the only man able to pull it off is Danny DeVito. Nothing against 74-year-old Golden Globe winning actor, but the folks at Marvel will go younger, not older, when they cast the next actor in the role. Still
Okay,
thousands
so
have signed a
right.
petition and are getting a good chuckle out of it. I just want to read a couple of the comments because I think this might, go in line with your way of thinking. This is the most important cause I've ever supported, Ryan Foster said. Matthew Marchese added his own 2 cents. Mr. DeVito would be a perfect casting for Wolverine, as he is both the accurate height and muscle mass of the iconic hero, as well as the acting chops to pull off personality. And there was Joseph O'Donnell, who simply said, "This would be awesome." Now, if you didn't already think, man, this is dumb, I just want to point out that some people legitimately believe this. And I think that's even worse.
So this is the thing. Obviously, I love it, and it would be hilarious to see.
Explain yourself for me,
but
please.
We both know that it would actually be the worst fucking mistake.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like, can you imagine? He walks in like, okay, I get that in the comics Wolverine is 5'3". Okay, Wolverine's not a tall dude. He's not very big. He is muscle mass. Like he's pretty big, but he's not like.
What was that about?
He's not. I'll just wait. I gotta do like this. Oh, you gotta do it again. Okay.
There's a size joke in here somewhere.
Yeah, there's a size joke in there somewhere.
All right. Well, I mean, some people believe the Earth is flat too. No offense to anyone. Just saying. Wow, that's actually a really good retort.
Yeah, no, it actually is. But no,
Rip event log. What happened to the event log?
That would be hilarious.
Never ask the internet for anything. Another good point. Did you just? Oh, I have never been so happy that one of our fan threes apparently is that we're in the same room.
Thank you, Piney. You're great. One of what?
A soft drink asked the internet for a new slogan. Nice, Shiny. But there you go. There's our weekly roundup for stupid stories. I actually do want to talk about this one a little more because, like...
Hey, by the way, there's still quite a few people here that didn't RSVP. So if you didn't RSVP, RSVP.
Hey, don't spam. Check, guys, we have to ban him now for chat spamming. Sorry, Fluffy, you're no longer allowed on the show. That's a little tough. That's a little tough. But, we have to do what we have to do.
It's okay. It just means I can expand my reach on other shows. Like Trials and Tribulations.
Are we doing that?
Yeah, we're doing it, dude.
We're doing that?
I told you, I got it approved and everything.
I know. Do we actually ever get a plan? Alright, yeah, so this is a stupid story. This is a stupid story.
I literally just talked about it on Morning Tea. What do you mean?
I didn't listen. Look, okay, so let me explain my morning real quick. Alright, well, let me explain my night, because this is a stupid story too. This is story time with Absolute. This is my favorite segment for a reason, because I can just talk. Great. Who would be his nemesis?
DeVito.
DeVito. Danny DeVito! Yes!
Exactly.
Okay, so last night, right, my friend Ninja Hawk, who's also part of DI, big ups at him, he's actually an imp instructor. If you're in DI, you're getting leadership, there you go. Joined Goodman as Sabretooth.
I like you, Sam.
Hey, Shiny, you're pressing like Shiny. You. I used to like you, but you're pressing it. DeVito has to defeat DeVito. Yes.
Yep, that's.
But okay, so last night I started a Nuzlocke run with my friend Ninja. He's an imp instructor in DI, really good guy. If you ever talk to him, he's really nice. I lost in the first encounter because it was an unwinnable fight. You can go to my VOD. You cannot tell me that was winnable. I will fight you about this.
I did actually go back and watch it, and yeah, he right.
It was so dumb.
It was a slap and a half. Like.
But anyways, but after that, I just started to play a randomizer run. So as I'm going out through the run for Pokemon, it's Pokemon Platinum. If you don't know what a Nuzlocke is, it's basically if you lose your Pokemon or you die completely in party, you lose, and you have to restart or quit. So I quit and restarted a randomizer run. Randomizer run is where everything in Pokemon is shuffled, from encounters you get, from the Pokemon you see, from the Pokemon you start with. Everything, literally everything's mixed around. Whoopi Goldberg is Storm. I could see that one. Whoopi Goldberg could play an old Storm, and I'd get behind that. But we were going through it, and the Ocarina of Time is fun with randomizer. I heard it's a lot of fun to try to speedrun this game with randomizer. But anyways, we were going through, and I'm catching legendaries, right? I got like 4 legendaries by the time this happened, because I was just running through things, and then we encounter a Kyogre. Kyogre is the ocean legendary Pokemon. Very cool, mind you. I really like the design of Kyogre.
Oh, Kyogre's great, yeah.
But this one was a are we allowed to cuss? Was I told that we couldn't do that anymore?
Was I
told that we couldn't? We can still cuss.
We can still do it. My cam just cut out?
No, you just went dark. A bitch. This one was a bitch. So I started the encounter, right? And, you know, there's this thing called save scumming when you're playing Pokemon on some things. And you can basically save to restart things. I only have Pokeballs, but I really want this Kyogre, right? So by minute 30 of save scumming with basic Pokeballs to try to capture this thing, I figured out that, man, I'm gonna be here for a bit. Boy, was I right. By 1 hour into it, it was about 1 a.m. and I was going, man, I want to cry. This is so dumb. But I was still going at it. I've thrown over 100 Pokeballs by that time, repeating through things, sped things up by 4 times to try to expedite the process. And after an hour and 40 minutes, we finally got it, but I was up to about 2 a.m. I wanted to cry. And I'd already had a very long day beforehand, so we just sort of went, man, we're done. That's me and my body saying that, by the way. And I woke up at about 1. I took a shower and, you know, did things to get ready. And I tuned in about 2:30 for morning tea. So I still got there, okay? I just had an excuse for not watching this week.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You wanna so all of you who know Pokemon God is Arceus, or Arceus. Arceus. I don't know how to actually pronounce it. So
Third time's charm.
Yeah. So you want to tell them what you named?
Oh yeah, I'd love to. If you want me to.
Named Arceus after?
Arceus.
Arceus. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We forgive
Who
you.
did you name Arceus after?
Man, I wonder, because you know when I think of you know a God Pokemon, I think of, you know, the uses of God in my common life. We have a common saying, in fact, around D3 leadership, which is the house I'm in. I'm currently commander of
okay, like
we have a pretty common. No, we still say it. Okay. We have a saying that says, "Don't feed the God complex." Arceus is pronounced different ways in anime, both Arceus and Arceus. I say Arceus because that's what I was told by a Japanese friend that I met. Very nice guy.
I don't know, dude.
But we have an old thing called "Don't feed the God complex," and that was referring to Fluffy because he went on a tide raid one time and we were like, "Don't feed God complex."
I kind of did.
If you saw the morning tea today, yeah, it was when he was flexing his rep and everything else.
I
like
wasn't like meaning to. I probably have
That's
less
it's okay.
everybody in the stream right now.
Let's be fair, you spent it all.
Yeah.
But so when I saw Pokemon God in front of me, I was like, man, what do I name this? And I couldn't name it Fluffy, right? Because that'd feed the God complex. So here's what I did. If you know Fluffy, you know if you asked his first name, he'll tell you Daniel. He'll lie to your face.
If you ask me my first name, I will straight up
He'll lie to your face. His real name is Raymond.
Well, okay, Daniel is my name. Let's not.
His real first name.
Yeah,
is
my real
Raymond.
first name is not Daniel. It's my middle name.
And he hates it.
Okay,
so when I have the God,
I just don't like being called it. Like that's my dad's name, you know.
Here's the thing though, when I see God Pokemon and I'm told I want you to name it after me by him in my chat, I say sure.
Sorry, I had to die.
So I name it Raymond, and it becomes my new best friend Pokemon. That it's out every single fight. But yeah, that's how we got Raymond the Arceus. Everybody, say hi to him. He's a nice guy. Come to my stream on Fridays.
What about your Pokemon? What about your Flaffy that you caught?
The Flaffy? The shiny Flaffy?
Yeah.
I got a shiny one.
It was a shiny.
No, it wasn't. I found another one later. And I actually named that one, Watt. I had to replace, man. It's a shiny. What do you want? What do you want?
What do you want?
I feel betrayed, so you never told me bless you. Aw.
That's toxic.
I think that's gonna wrap it up for story time, though. You've already got about 22 minutes in.
He replaced me. He replaced me as a Pokemon.
I would never. You're still in my party as Arceus.
I've already been replaced as a Pokemon.
No, he's still Arceus.
He didn't even had 2 episodes before he replaced me.
He's still Arceus. He can stop whining.
I'm still a god, so we're good.
No, Raymond's a god. But you're not Raymond, apparently. Lamau.
God damn, you know what?
Leave card yet? Leave card yet?
No, because I've got 2 things right here.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Though both of them have more than just that on them because it's like college stuff, so I probably won't show that on stream, actually.
Don't knock over your setup again. He's actually done that on my stream before. It's been hilarious.
No, last night me and her were me and Banana were playing Fortnite, actually. And,
Brooklyn Nine-Nine? I don't know, but it's a good looking smile.
I knocked everything over. Everything.
Can I get a clap and a half for Fluffy?
Like, it was so bad. Everything, like, I put my boot across the floor. Like, I'd finally taken my shoes off, kicked my boot across the floor, it hit
You got
the power
disconnected
cable that I
screen
had.
too. Bed. You knocked over his bed.
Bed? I knocked over my bed. Yeah, my bed was just like fucking like it's just,
On its
I'm not
side.
gonna do that.
It was on its
yeah, it was
side,
just on
my
its
guys.
side, straight upwards. It was bad, man. Like my screens, my keyboard, my mouse. This one, the DI Spectre 1 mouse. I even knocked over.
Wow. Well, you
I haven't
shipped that
sent
already.
to Riptide, by the way. I haven't sent it to Riptide yet.
Just to be
But
fair,
yeah, no, so.
that's one more story we can tell. We might have to tell it next week. We do need to move on. Because we,
No,
believe it or
let's
not,
tell it,
guys,
let's tell it.
we have actual
have a
news
full
to
week.
cover.
We actually
You
have a full
know.
week this week. Yeah.
We actually have, things to cover. Just saying. SBS, what's up? I knew it. Nice. What's going on in chat? Why am I getting yelled at?
I don't know.
But we do have full news to cover
Like, what
this
do you
week,
mean you're
people.
getting yelled
We
at?
need to talk about it. Let's believe it or not. Lol. So,
Alright, go ahead.
moving on to hot games this week. This is a collection of games that have already been hot in media, or we have personally enjoyed playing a lot. We are going to start off with things that have just generally been new in games, or popular games that might affect a larger amount of people. If you're not interested in everything, trust me, we'll make it interesting, because we talk about what applies to these games, not just in these games, but as a culture for games, and these media types that we all enjoy. Also, Smug, I saw you. I just didn't say hi immediately, because I was processing. If you're getting yelled at, are you doing good? I think so. In this case, I think so. Abs Green Closet 2. I'd love to see his dead bodies. This reminds me of the time you guys yelled at me for having swords in there.
Yeah, see, he's got swords. Alright, earlier. I got a little quick snippet of
I would never.
info pit for you guys. I went to go get muffins because I was hungry, right?
You
I also
did.
went to grab a drink. So the thing is, I came back for my drink, and he's standing there on. You want to show him what you were doing? Actually,
Nice.
Can you show them what you were doing?
I think my blades are actually hidden. I don't really want to show.
Well, you don't need to. You don't. You don't have to show them. Just like, what pose were you doing with the swords in your hands?
Oh, one of the
You
games
need
I
to
play,
show
by the
them
way,
this,
is how can I mess with Fluffy before we start the stream to throw him off?
It's also
Because,
Diet Pepsi,
I'm
not Coke. That's
excellent
why.
host of this show and totally shouldn't be removed for being like a professional. But I was going like this.
Looking directly at the camera. Now, look at this. Both of us actually had our cameras on because we had just started doing the camera, the video feed. Just,
I have the power of God and the anime on my side. That's right, Eisen. Mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was doing that to
no,
stream
that's what he was doing.
with 2 swords pointed at him. For,
He's always pointing at me. I got
No-
back,
no
sat
reason.
down. I put my food down, looked up, and I was just like.
He was
Okay.
so confused. It made it so worth it. I don't have enough money for chicken nuggets. To be fair, these were a gift to me. These are the type of gifts that my friend sends me. For being completely
chicken
honest, that might not
nuggets.
be the best thing. But, you know.
What do you mean?
I'm just...
Not the best thing. Chicken nuggets are great.
No, I said the sword's being sent to me. I don't know what
Oh.
that says about me and my friends. That's what I'm saying.
Oh no! Last Christmas I got one of my buddies a fucking sword. What's
Yeah.
say about me?
I have like
Plenty
fisty
of things to be
swords.
said about
Dark,
nuggets.
I'm glad we
I
can
need
agree
my
that
chicken
good
nuggets.
things are good.
I got you. You're right. I need my chicken nuggets.
Alright, so we're going to talk about first the release of the anniversary
Wait,
event.
Babs, Hurricane Katrina, more like Hurricane Tortilla. I'm sorry. It's like, I just love it.
What context?
I don't know, but I
What
just love it.
context? My 8-month-old loved my keyboard. That's okay. If your kid's around, he's enjoying the show with you, or if you're using us to distract you from being overwhelmed by the parenthood,
Yeah, no, it's
little pressure you have from being a parent.
Tortilla.
Good job, by the way, if you're a parent. I respect you a lot for being able to take that upon yourself. Big ups.
Good job.
Honestly, I could not do it, so thank you very much for raising the youth of tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully we're entertaining them. But alright, so first up, Overwatch 2019 anniversary event is live. Blizzard is also offering a week-long free trial starting May 21st. So if you ever looked at Overwatch and said, I could play that, well, it's free right now for like another few days. If you want to pick it up, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
But-
free. Play it.
With the event, there comes new skins, new sort of event ideas. Not always fully new game modes and all that sort of stuff. But this theme was sort of summertime fun, as it usually is for the anniversary event. So we got a couple things in terms of new skins. We got, I'm trying to find a collection of the images.
Brig Police.
We did get Brig Police, the Fun Police, in fact.
Yeah, the Fun Police. They actually finally, like, embraced our character.
Yep. That's pretty sad. I mean, what? I'm trying to find a collection. No, shut up.
I'm so sorry, Blizzard.
I'm so sorry.
My favorite hero. Not actually
now don't lie.
Hero. She's like a mini version of my favorite hero, right?
She's a worse version.
Without a shoulder charge?
Co-op mode currently played it today. Oh yeah, they have a co-op mode right now. It's pretty fun.
What was that? So we talked about the workshop, right? Last time you were on.
Yeah, we're gonna talk more about this, but we're just saying there's new events, new ideas for that. That's the first part of what we're gonna talk about. We're not gonna talk too much about it because it's it's the same thing. They repeat events from earlier in the year. Nothing new to come out for it except for the skins and the cosmetics of the game. Fashion is my main. Roast me. There's so much I want to say, but I can't, so we're not going to.
We won't do roasts on Info Pit right now. Maybe during the info dump, and we still have to keep it like PG. We can't do rude.
Yep. I can't say what I say to Fluffy.
The rules on roasts. He can't say what he says to me because it's like it. Honestly, guys, you don't understand. He abused me and hurt.
I'm pretty toxic.
Look at my face.
Look at his face. It'd be better if he was a better actor.
What he said. Wasn't trying to act in the first place. But yeah, you're right. Like if it were you trying to do it, like it'd be much better. They'd be much more convinced and everything because like it's what you do. You act boys.
I am act boy who puts on face and streams. Lamau. All right. We're gonna get free. Overwatch is free right now for a limited time, for a few more days at least. You can try it out if you don't already have it. Pick it up with your friends, see what's fun about it. If you don't like it, understandable. If you like it, hey, welcome to the party. But there is something interesting out right now called the Workshop that is officially released this week, no longer just on testing servers, but into the live. And I both love and hate it for many complicated reasons. But let's just read a little bit from the official game page.
You still play together? No.
But it back to Only Watch? Then it's back to Only Watch.
You have to... Only Watch? Yeah.
But yeah, can you still play together? You can if you switch servers and can deal with lag. But you can switch servers by using the Blizzard client itself, the Battle.net. You can switch servers before you go into the game so you can actually play with your friends. You're just going to have a bit of a higher latency. Most I've gotten was when we were streaming an EU tournament, actually, me and you. When I had about 180 ping.
That's right, we did do that.
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah, and you were the camera going around as well.
Yeah, it was really weird. It wasn't, you couldn't see it, but I could feel it. And it was from
I could feel it.
I could feel it because you could put an input into the controller to say, move cam this way, and it'd take a second.
Yeah.
And I still did great with that cam work. Fight me. Because I was casting at the same time as doing the cam work. So I'm going to say I did pretty alright. But anyways, from introducing the Overwatch Workshop. Create games in ways previously unimaginable with the Workshop. The Workshop is a simplified game scripting system that expands the customization features available in the game browser. Within the Workshop, you'll create a script to add rules and unique play conditions on top of the established Overwatch game modes you already know and love. Rules can do many things, like change how a hero moves and abilities work, modify how players are damaged or healed, or even display text under certain circumstances. This is not all you can do. This is actually a terrible summary. This is a terrible summary.
One of the things that people have used for an example on the whole, like make any hero use anything as the main primary fire, Mercy, Bastion, put them together, Mercy.
And then heal everybody. It's two left-click adventures put together. If you get that's an Overwatch joke. If you don't get it, don't worry about it. We got better ones to apply more. But we are going to talk about a little bit about some of the game modes, because I'm going to talk about the good things about this, right? Because this is great. This is honestly pretty cool. We played things. I've been playing across this all week. Last night, or was it last night, or was it the night before? It was the night before, right?
That we played?
Yeah. It was the night before?
Night before.
Yeah. On Thursday, I'd gotten home late, but everyone was on, so I was like, man, let's try to boot up and play something in the Workshop, It's a new mode, might as well explore. We started playing Uno in Overwatch. It was a lot of fun. The Uno system was actually pretty well built. Uno, it was really cool. It was actual Uno.
It's really well built. It's just me and Abs found out we can't really play.
We're both colorblind. I already knew that.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh man, it's probably going to be the same color thing. And it was, to be fair. It held true to what its base was. I'm just colorblind as heck.
Blue, yellow, green, and red.
As you know, Uno is.
I'm blue-yellow colorblind.
I'm red-green colorblind. That also applies to yellow-green. So it's, It was horrible at some parts
Blue,
of the game
yellow,
for both of
colorblind.
us.
Yeah, blue, yellow,
because we were
colorblind
going
goes. The only color I could actually see was like red.
Red.
So
yeah, it worked out pretty well. We had a lot of fun though.
If you end up playing Uno with us, we're gonna ask a lot of questions like, "What's the color of the suit?"
We're not gonna be able to do anything with it because the colors in our hands will still be the same, but we just want to know, you know? Because so that when someone says, like, "Hey, do you have a green one?" we'd be like, "I don't know. Is it currently green, or you're trying to switch it?" Can't find Overwatch. It's on Steam. It's on battle.net or the Blizzard client. If you do not have it, I'd recommend grabbing it. It's actually pretty big for tournament plays and a lot of other cool games like StarCraft, World of Warcraft, which is releasing Classic soon, and we are going to talk about that hopefully within the next couple weeks, and a couple other things. But you can do a lot of interesting things in the workshop, like I was saying. You can play Uno. You can play things like a parkour adventure is Genji, where you can't touch the floor, else you get reset unless you play in certain spots. It's really cool. I played through that a lot, actually, because I like the idea of the parkour games. I used to play them a lot in Gary's mod. Those type of things just always make me happy. Things like Flappy Farah.
Well,
yeah, like Sir. Kind of.
Mod, but
yeah. There was a surfing game mode
mod. Stuff. Yeah, there was a surfing game mode.
Yeah. We had Flappy Farah was another fun one. We had Hammond Racing, which is racing as a character named Hammond, where you have the goals across the map, and you have special things like speed boosts, freezing rings, Mario Kart-esque, you know. Kind of fun.
Hammond Racing is
it goes hard. Hammond Racing goes hard.
It really goes.
Because like you really like I want to win this.
Honestly.
It's great.
Oh yeah.
But I'm thinking of doing some events for those in DI. Watch out for those. If you ever look interested in playing.
And by the way, if you play Overwatch and you don't remember what the anniversary event is, and
on a paintball.
Yeah, but on a paintball was already.
It was already in the game, but it had some fixes that I really liked, so I could see why you would bring it up.
But yeah, so the thing is with the current way or the current like event, if you don't remember exactly what it is, boy, do you have a treat, because you can get any skin from any event during this event.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that for the events period.
Yeah, because I got a summer game skin. I just got a loot box and everything. I was playing last night.
Yeah, he was actually playing on stream, guys. If you didn't notice.
I dislike you.
I know, it's okay.
But so I had. I got a summer game skin though. No, I can't get over it. Like, all right.
That's complete Kappa. He doesn't actually do that.
We're done.
But no, you can get any skin anytime, like Fluffy was saying. It's good he reminded us of that, so thank you, Fluffy. But you can get those. Any
skin, because I got a summer game skin, and I'm sitting there, wait, summer games? Is this a summer games event? Is Lucio Ball out now? And then I was like, wait, no, it's the anniversary. I can get any skin.
Lucio Ball is my favorite game mode.
Lucio Ball. Okay, this is the thing. Abs.
We need to talk about the workshop. We can talk about this in the info up. We need to talk about the workshop.
We'll talk about the workshop.
So I talked about how you have great things at the workshop. It's actually very easy to use, even if you don't know coding too well. It's not type-based, it's UI-based, meaning you do inputs, and I would recommend having a backing of coding. But if you don't know how to code and do all the type functions and all that sort of stuff, you can still use this. This is very rudimentary for what it is if you think about it, and they've done really well in simplifying it. But all that's so great, right? I've been praising this entire time how creative it is to have the community do stuff and how awesome it has been for the community.
This is how I'm
Here's why it, oh god. Here's what disappoints me about it though.
This is it.
Because this kind of, well, that too. Here's what disappoints me though. Because in the end, what this is Overwatch saying, we don't know how to best please you guys anymore here. And to me, that's an admittance of we don't know anymore. Which is just disappointing. When we talked about it beforehand,
we actually talked about how the Shock put out a tweet saying, is this how you use the workshop correctly?
Delete Brig.
And delete Brig.
Brig is a character universally hated in Overwatch, except for a few examples of people that I know, and they just use it because it beats everything else, and they like the feeling of, you know, being overpowered. But and they even say that when I ask them about it. But it's a character that no one likes. But even then, Overwatch is like, no, and they removed the tweet later. I'm pretty sure they removed the tweet, or at least that was either them or one other team removed a tweet for it. But, and it's just them. To me, this is an admittance from the game developers saying we don't know anymore.
Replays?
Replays are a PTR thing right now, so we won't be covering them until they go into live. Thank you for bringing it up, though. We will talk about it as soon as they go
live, because like it's more. We like to talk about more news than prospect.
Yeah. But Workshop it's an admittance that they don't know what's going on anymore, and that really makes me mad. Because Overwatch has had a pretty large history of not exactly getting things right. They get close. Like when they do some meta changes, they can get close to what people want, but it's never actually there. from my experience. They never actually take it to that point. And it's very painful to watch that and then finally say, we give up, have this. And correct me if I'm wrong about this, but that's what I see in this. That was what I see. I see them trying to do something once again and then finally say, we give up. And when a developer says, we give up, that makes me mad. Because it's like, this is it. This is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to try for this. And don't get me wrong, if this is the answer they come up with and that's it, that's it. But it just makes me a little bit upset they did this rather than fix a lot of things before they did this. You know? BTTT FSC is not enabled. I don't know either. You'd have to talk to one of the higher people in the order for this. I am not in charge of this, believe it or not, Lamau. Sometimes cool ideas come from the community. They are often more widely accepted because it came from them. And why I agree with that, they're emotes. But it is another dynamic. But them doing this over fixing a lot of other issues which are more glaring in the game, and then saying you guys take care of a lot of these things yourselves, just kind of upsets me a bit. And I think that's where I'm just going to draw the line. I blame Activision. You can blame Activision all you want, but this is a creative house rather than a business side.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit different than that. Don't get me wrong. I can blame Activision for a lot of things. I can.
He does.
But I do. But this is not one of those things. It's as close to modding as they can get. I think it is the true modding that we kind of been wanting for a while. I really like this actually, because I've been, like I said before, I really enjoy playing it. I can, but I do. Nice. I don't know if that's nice or not, but that's what I like it. But it's just that when we look at this, we see things develop in a way, and this is true modding for our intents purposes. I have loved it. I've loved playing it. I've loved seeing what they do with it. But I don't like that it was handed to us in a time where more things were necessary from the side of the Overwatch that I enjoy. And this is a personal complaint. Don't get me wrong. This is a personal complaint. But I feel other things should have been fixed out before they did this. And that's personal opinion. If you disagree with that, that's fine. That's your opinion. But I'm just stating my purpose because this is literally our show and I get to do that here. One of the only spaces I do. Is that entitled? Oh, yeah. But I'm sorry. But that's what we're doing here. This is us giving our opinions on news. And I'm sorry if that doesn't agree with yours.
Yeah. That's kind of the whole deal of the show.
But we're going to stop talking about the negatives. Sadly or not sadly, but depending on who you ask. But I want to talk about, since we were 2 weeks out, I've gotten a lot of time to play this, and chat, you guys bullied me into buying it. So that's right, you get to hear about it now. Trials Rising. We're going to be talking about my final thoughts on Trials Rising for this week.
So I want to preface this real quick. We're saying we're going to give our final thoughts on Trials Rising and everything, but we both know, like, and everybody in the crowd knows now as well, that, like, it's going to be a good review. We're going to like this game.
Yeah. I'm also going to talk about the problems.
We have an upcoming show where we're literally playing.
Yeah.
Like,
he rage quit from a level.
Yeah, of course you liked it. I did. Yeah, I can't.
Okay.
It wasn't really rage quit. It was like disappointment quit. It was like I was so done with myself and how I couldn't do it that I just, like, this was me. We were sitting there playing and everything, like a little controller playing, and it was like.
He started reading Reddit. He legit started reading Reddit.
Reading Reddit to Abs. Like, yeah. We literally just started reading things, and that's it. And I have a hair right there.
But, okay, so Trials Rising. Trials Rising has a terrible start. It really does. If you're a Trials fan, this is the bike game Trials. Let me show off a little bit on screen so you guys have a little point of reference for what it is. But this is Trials Rising. It's a bike game, physics-based engine that allows you to try to play through levels and develop skills in increasing in difficulty tracks and other things. Let's go ahead and switch over to community. Let's actually go to news so you guys can see a little bit about. Nope, never mind. I was wrong. Don't do that. But it has big things like the DLCs, all that sort of stuff. But if we could find a little bit of the game trailer, I'll show off just a little bit of what's going on with it. But as you can see here, they're running cross things, and this is what a general level in Overwatch, and Trials looks like. You can tell what's on my brain after we just talk about that sort of stuff. But you can see it's a physics-based bike game in which you are just trying to get through levels, point A to point B, in increasingly difficult tracks, where technicalities and tricks become your gods that you must learn and enjoy in order to like the game.
Praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus. If you don't get that joke, don't worry about it. We're going to explain it in a little bit. So, in this game, you have to do a bunch of different tricks in order to better progress at things. Also, you have a bunch of little fails there you can enjoy. A lot of explosions. takes that little monkey part of my brain and says, man, I like it. But
It's toxic.
I'm just saying, that is what it is. But we go through the trials, and we see there's progression of difficulty, and there's different skills. So if you're not a person who likes to have to learn specific skill sets for a game to be enjoyable for you, do not play trials. This is not the game for you. I will tell you right now, do not do it. You will not enjoy it to its fullest. I'm sorry, there's different games out, and I think you'll enjoy those more. But if you're someone who likes challenges as your main sort of run for games, you're going to enjoy trials. You're going to enjoy having to learn all the technicalities from the steez, which is a type of bike flip that you have to do with only one tire onto a platform, which I can't for the life of me do, and I still don't understand.
No,
to
you don't
doing
catch the tire,
back wheel
you catch
wheelies.
the back of your bike. So like this is the back of your bike, this is the wheel, right?
Yeah.
You're catching the lip right here on it and pulling.
Yeah, and then you're pulling yourself up with the bike tire.
Yes and no.
It's weird. But it's a lot of little things like that in the harder to play levels. And they're a lot of fun, mind you. I enjoy it a lot. But there's just certain tricks that I still haven't learned yet. And I'm only a couple weeks into the game. I really like it though. But there's some issues with it that I'd like to highlight. So number one, the starting of the story or career system, which you use to unlock bikes. That's right. To unlock bikes. Now, these bikes that you have to unlock through this aren't necessarily needed. But when the main draw of trials has always been the technical game, the game's skill, and the main driving force and map development is from the community and not Ubisoft itself, because the community has built bigger and better things, if we're being honest, even simply because they have the time and they enjoy it because it is within the community, as Shiny plays. That's another good point of that. We see that things can be a little bit annoying with that, because what it plays like at the beginning is a mobile game. You unlock levels one at a time and have to progress through the mobile tract that so many mobile games go through, where it's point A to point 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, before you even get to any of the fun stuff. For like hours on end if you've already played a Trials game. The progression is slow, it's taxing, but when you get through it, the map design becomes so varied, so creative, so technical, that it opens up a world of challenge and intrigue for those willing to take the challenge. And it's great when you get to that point, but it's such a slow start. If you get Trials, please be ready for it, or else you will not enjoy your time. It does do a better job of it in this game, of actually teaching the player about the game, and how to actually do it. There's an entire school system, actually, of trials and sort of hints and tutorials you can play on the side that you don't necessarily need to do. This is great, because for returning players, people who know Trials, they know already how to do these things, they don't need it. But for newcomers, they open up the path for them to try it. This was my first Trials game. I needed that. It was really cool. It taught me everything I needed to know as we progressed forward. It was great. I loved it. But getting even to that was behind unlock systems where you could clearly tell you weren't optimizing things was frustrating. But it was still interesting because it still gave the challenge and everything else that you want from a Trials game. It was just slow at the beginning. But if you're looking for the next Trials with new expansions, new maps, new everything else, this is it. Here you go. Good for you. If you're looking for a game about skill and progressing through things by learning different tricks and technicalities, once again, I'll say this again, this is for you. But if you're not, move on. It's not for you, but I liked it. I'd give it about an 8 if I had to. A couple points off for having some critical errors in its delivery. But overall, I liked it. Alright, that's it for Trials, though. Oh, God, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The video. Oh, Lord.
What?
The video broke again, so it went off. I told you about how my Streamlabs is, like, randomly changing certain things, right? Like, it was changing, like, the font size of certain things and other things like that. It just turned the video back on. Like, what? I think I just need to reinstall somehow. It's a little weird.
Alright, next article. As soon as you get that figured out, I guess.
Oh, yeah, we're good. Alright, okay. Also, hot games have been largely me this time because Fluffy has not had any time to play them, so I apologize if you're hearing a little bit too much of me. Trust me, I know I sound not the greatest. I'm sorry.
I literally just, like, I would have loved to play, and, like, I just literally haven't had the time, so, you know.
Yeah, these are apparently my hot games this week. But this is Pokemon TCG. That's right, the Pokemon trading card game still has an online form, and it's still being updated for some reason. And don't get me wrong, I love this game a lot, but I will say it's the simplest game I've enjoyed all year. Because all it is if you remember I was a Beyblade kid. That's what I was. I was Beyblade kid. He was a, what were you again?
Big Pokemon kid.
He was a Pokemon kid.
I had the folders and everything you'd have full of cards. Like, oh my god.
So I recommended this game for him. But this is Pokemon TCG Online. It's a classic TCG. You can either earn points in game to buy packs, or you can buy packs in real life and get, transpose them using codes. It's actually unique to the system. They don't think there's any other game that does that right now. But if you buy Pokemon packs, you can upload your codes or whatever to this shop, and you can get Pokemon cards from the Pokemon TCG stuff. Stay hydrated. Or in my case, get your energy. Stay hydrated, chat. Energized. Metal Gear. Anyways. Pokemon TCG is the Pokemon trading card game. I can't go through everything of it because there's a lot of intricacies behind a card game. If you don't enjoy it, you're not going to enjoy it. If you don't like card games, it's basically more simple Magic, but more streamlined simple, and not simple as in strategies worse. It's a streamlined Magic.
No, it's not. Fucking, it is still fucking complicated.
No, but it's streamlined a lot more in the gameplay. And you still have a mana system, but it's like, per card and all that sort of stuff.
It's not like super complicated, but it's like it can, in higher levels of play as usual.
Yeah, it gets more complicated.
Really, like, yeah.
But I say streamlined because Magic is freaking dense. Magic is like going to a library and opening an index of the books of each subject within those books too. It is thick.
I know.
2 C's.
Yeah.
2 C's thick to get through.
Wait. I think I have a...
My Magic deck's up there. It's in my closet, chat. Where I keep things. Insert joke here about closet. Pokemon cards are easier than Yu-Gi-Oh card or Magic
that he doesn't like.
No, you're still clearly over there.
I was actually about to make that joke.
I'm afraid I've become predictable, chat. What shall I do? But Pokemon cards are easier than Yu-Gi-Oh cards or Magic cards to simply understand. They're a lot more basic, but they're a lot more basic in the sense that they're streamlined. Now, streamline versus implication. What are the definitions between... Did you lose them?
My main deck, yeah.
Oh my god, bud. How do you learn your main
car,
squeeze?
I'm guessing. It's literally in my main car or something. Like...
Tough. But let me explain what streamline means. Streamline means it's not less difficult when you get into it. Streamline means getting into it and learning through things and how the play actually feels is quicker. You can learn quicker. Yeah. You can play quicker. It doesn't take 40 minutes.
Richard got like 7. Lol. No,
he's Richard got like 7.
Deck,
oh, no.
It's in my car.
His main car. Nah, he's got a Bugatti, a Tesla, Mustangs. You know, the old ones.
No,
he's got Bumblebees.
Take away the Bugatti. Take away the Tesla. Take away. Just give me. Take away. No, not the Bugatti. Take away the Bugatti. Take away the Mustang. I just give me a Tesla. Honestly.
Give you a Tesla. You said take away the Tesla.
That's not what I meant to say. Just give me a Tesla, and I'll be happy.
Let's give him a Tesla, boys.
Like that's really.
AbsB as SBS. Who's SBS? Sugar babies.
Really, all I want is just like I would.
Am I Fluffy's sugar baby? Is that what we're talking about now? To be fair, he's donated over $60 to my Twitch channel.
Because like all the gift subs and then
the donations.
The gift subs,
I think you must have put in about $100 by now.
Tesla for under 1K. Fucking hook me up. I want
what
a Tesla
the
for
fuck?
under 1K. Like, give me the
Eisen, what the fuck? Excuse me?
Why couldn't you hook your boy up? Dude?
Excuse me?
Oh,
but anyways,
so
but
bad.
Pokemon is literally a streamlined Magic, and I love it. It is exactly what I love. It has the art style of the different Pokemon generations. The art, oh my god. I love the art in Pokemon. It's always so cute and lovable. At the same time, there's the really epic sort of draws that you have. Like, let me show this. See if I can find this image. Let me just, here it is. Yeah, I can open this image. Open image, new tab. So I can show you guys this. But, go over here. But here's the thing, because you can have things like this Mega Chad of a Snorlax here, because that's what it looks like to me. He's a Mega Chad. And then you can have freaking adorable Pikachus, man. And let's be fair, I freaking love cute things, but I also like really cool things that look freaking awesome. That's a Mega Chad right there, boys. That is it. but I freaking love them. So when you give me a game whose art stretches to both sides and has more complicated intricacies of having to think of deck development and progression of systems within each game, because you have to work with the evolution system and then tracking of the powers, and also how to split your effects across the board, you have something that I'm going to really enjoy from a trading card game that has everything on the list that I like. Streamlining of gameplay, mixed with complications and further routings, mixed with progressions of each game having opportunities for you to recover, mixed with the randomization of the challenge cards or the win cards, which is a card you get from defeating their opponent. You have 6, just like your typical Pokemon battle. In air quotes, because, you know, there's what is really a Pokemon battle, but, you know, it's anime, all that sort of stuff. But your game battle of the 6 Pokemon that you have to take out in order to win, while also having opportunities to have more interesting and varied decks. It has everything on my list, and that's why I like it. The only complaint is that the UI looks dumb, and I literally just mean dumb. There's no chat system, but I don't want to talk to other people in a card game, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
So, there's literally, it checks off so much on my list when it comes to card games. If you like trading card games, I'd look into it at least. You don't need to pick it up, because it's literally free. That's right, free. And you can get through a massive part of, like, even the collection of free... through a collection of decks. Free! Can we get a free re? I need that emote or something. But there's ways you can get cards in the game without having to spend any money on it. It's completely free. You can explore it all you want. I love it. I had a guy pop into my chat, explain a lot of the more complicated parts to me because, you know, abilities and things can get slightly complicated if you're new it. But there's even tutorials for that if you need to get through it. But I like it a lot. If you're interested in card games, I pick it up. It's free completely. Just go to Pokemon TCG online. There's a website link. You just type it into Google. That is the download. That's what I did. I recommend it 100% if you like trading card games. I enjoyed it so freaking much. But that'll be it for hot games this week. Fluffy, get off your phone. Call you out on it, because now it's your turn.
Yeah, my turn.
We gotta show you, Dick.
So, I know. Wait, did you take the? Oh no, you didn't take the second one away. I forgot that I put to put the link, the word "so big" on it. No, I'm just
so
like, oh,
big.
Why is that
Where's the link?
So big,
big
boy.
You big boy.
All right.
All right. So whenever we do things and we put special notes on things, we often make fun of each other's special notes because we need to keep track of these things. So he put SpaceX in literally 4 times as large font as everything else, and I said he big boy. We'll talk about SpaceX in a second, though. But yeah, just a little insight.
It's actually big news, so like, you know.
Well, there we go.
Right,
big boy, big news.
Next one. Tech news. Now, the time to get your name on NASA's next mission to Mars.
Yep.
And I named this one Red Rover. What was it? Fuck.
Nice. You got there eventually, John.
Red Rover is my name all over. So, you know, our name all... Yay.
It's good. I like it. It's good, bud. I liked it.
It's alright. It's actually decent this time. It's better than my other ones. Alright, so it's a time of year again when NASA gives you the opportunity to ship your name to another celestial body. This time, the destination is Mars, and the shipping service is NASA's future Mars 2020 rover, which will be headed to the red planet in, you guessed it, 2020.
Whoa!
The rover's primary
Sorry. Don't worry about it.
The rover's primary mission is to get us close to answering that fundamental question: did Mars ever host alien life? The robot is equipped with tools and instruments that will help scientists figure out if the planet may have hosted life in the past. On top of that, rover will also be drilling and collecting samples of Martian dirt. It'll then leave those samples on the ground where they could potentially be picked up someday by another spacecraft and brought back to Earth.
Get your boarding pass, guys, to fly your name on the next mission to Mars.
Yep. While the Mars 2020 rover is doing all of this, your name could be along for the ride. If you send in your name sometime between September 30th, NASA engineers at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory will etch it onto a silicon chip with an electron beam, and then the rover will carry it on its journey. The names will be going through beats pretty teeny though, about 1,000th the width of a human hair. That's small enough so that more than 1 million names can be included on a single chip as big as a dime, but big enough for any Martian microbes to read. Only kidding, Martians can't read.
Hey, that's Martius.
But yeah, so that's it right there. You could literally send your name to Mars.
You know, Fluffy's sitting here.
How cool is that? I'm sitting on it. This is probably gonna be 1,000 Daniels. My bad. 1,000 Raymonds.
There we go. Got it, Torchat. Just whittle them down. That's what I've learned my entire life. Whittle them down, boys. Does that make me a bad person? You decide. Next time on.
There's gonna be a lot of Raymonds and Daniels, like just sending their name to.
I mean, Raymond's fairly uncommon. Let's be fair.
Not in older generations.
I have never met a Raymond before you.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've never met a Raymond.
Actually, I've never met one other than my dad. And myself. Alright, cool. I never really thought of it. Like,
Shiny
it's not
with the
something that I always considered like
Nice.
We need a emote now.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We need to figure out my next emote idea. That might be it. Who knows?
That might be it. You need to get another emote with me, dude. Not even Ray Romano, that's his name.
Oh, I have an emote
Ray
with
Romano.
you.
Raymond. I know you have one, but it's tier 2.
Exactly.
Tier 1 of this space.
You want a tier 1?
This
then
space,
help me get to 15 subs, Omega Law. And I can make another slot.
I literally just, like, gift you.
Look, I know you're like a massive part of it. Shut up.
Like, I'll just gift them. Like.
Look, okay, look. No. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's illegal. Alright. So, he's staring at me. I don't even have to look at it. I literally don't even have to look at my cams, and he's staring at me. I know it. Switching through screens, and I can feel it, chat. That is our hosting chemistry. I can tell what he's thinking.
I hope you can feel it.
I hope
that's
you can...
terrifying. I know what he's thinking. That's terrifying. Oh my god. Alright, next point of news.
Banana. Anyways.
Alright, next point of news is going to be FalconX, or SpaceX with FalconX. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. SpaceX successfully launched its first 60 satellites in massive Starlink internet constellation.
If this isn't terrifying and cool, good luck. Alright, it's my piece.
Just now, the thing does say just a few thousand more to go after this. But update, May 23rd, 11:35 p.m. Eastern Time. SpaceX successfully deployed all 60 Starlink satellites into orbit following liftoff. The individual vehicles will fan out into orbit over time. The company also landed its Falcon 9 rocket following launch, marking this particular rocket's third time going into space and back. Alright, so we've talked about this particular rocket before. Last episode when we talked about how they land rockets after they get them and everything, the FalconX, the FalconX.
Want to hear a fun fact about Russian space?
9. Go ahead.
Want to hear a fun fact I learned about Russian cosmonauts?
Yes.
You know what, chat? I'll let you in on this game too. Everybody in chat who feels like it, what do you think a Russian cosmonaut, and if you know the answer, don't say it. This is for people to try to guess. Why do you think a Russian cosmonaut brings a full-on shotgun to space?
Aliens?
No.
Everybody,
if you put your go ahead and put your guesses in chat. I know Eisen
knows.
Heard it. Dang it. It's two
I've
people.
not heard this one.
But don't they take revolvers? No. No, they do not. No, they do not.
Why
I'll give you a hint. Revolvers could not take care of what they bring it for. Lay oof. No, that's French. Ghost though. Any other guesses in chat before I reveal the answer? Anyone else curious? Yes, they can. No, they can't. Okay.
What are they worried about? Giant
to make Swiss cheese.
Worms?
That's an idea. They take it for bears. They didn't like the 80s. They learned that it didn't work. Alright, so, one of the Russia's main concerns... Yes, and here's why. Since we're talking about SpaceX and we're talking about setting things up, you have to land in Siberia for it to be Russian space still, and a bunch of legalities and everything else. But you have to land in Siberia. That's bear country. Bears are terrifying.
Okay,
if you've never seen a bear, bears are freaking terrifying. Space bears. Fluffy?
I just felt
Fluffy.
so confused.
Fluffy. Why is Fluffy what? Did you entertain the idea? Let me get this straight. Did you entertain the idea that there was space and there's the leave card? See him later, chat.
I'm gone.
We'll see him in a little bit. Deep bear country. Deep bear space country, apparently. But no, they have to carry shotguns into space. Welcome back. He's back. Why are you crouched?
I'm back.
You're back.
Just thought it'd be more interesting.
Got it. That's all right. Space Bears Pog. Yeah, exactly. But they have space bears. Not really. But when they land, they have to worry about things because landing a space shuttle, if you guys hadn't guessed, freaking hard. In case you didn't know, just a little tidbit of factoid we give you here at the info page,
That's why we talked about it last episode Abs was on, is because they landed like very successfully. Now we're talking about this same ship that we talked about before, landing and like all the boosters going off and then landing. And
but now they're bringing satellites.
They land the boosters too. They land the boosters.
Okay, if anyone doesn't know what that means, boosters typically have to fall off space shuttles during launch in order to fully commit things to space and actually, get there. So for someone to actually both go up with them, not only have to not detach them due to relate elements and have it well designed enough, but to also land with them when that's unheard of, that's freaking hard.
Yeah, they had to land.
Big news for Space Bears.
Boosters.
Are you guys our Space Bears?
I think it was 9 or something.
We call chat Space Bears from now on.
We can call chat Space Bears from now on.
All right, Space Bears Paw.
The info pit with our Space Bears.
Yeah.
But so no, like it takes off.
Keep you guys.
And as it takes off, each like phase of rockets will break off. If you ever played the game Kerbal Space Program, it's a lot like that. Basically, it'll go up, and each phase they'll break off, and those like rockets that break off, those particular fuel canisters with rockets in them, will break off and basically fall back down. They lighten the load because they're useless then.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing, they land the boosters and they land the ship, and both of them are ridiculously hard. So this exact ship that has returned and everything, taken all these Starlink satellites up in the sky, has gone to space.
I'm playing the video, by the way,
and back,
launching it.
Landed 3 times. This video is beautiful.
We're gonna skip ahead though because it's full like 3 minutes.
It's an hour and 19. Yeah.
We're just gonna skip to the first launch. But if that doesn't, if we can't really explain it to you, think of it this way. Imagine running 1,000,000 miles per hour. This is a hyperbole, so
and
don't worry
stopping.
about it. And having to throw off your shoes. That's what it's like normally. And for thousands of years, or hundreds, not really thousands of years, since the beginning, we've had to throw off our shoes to do this. They kept their shoes on. It sounds really simple, right? Well, imagine that your shoes were burning the entire time you're running. They had to get around that.
Yeah,
that's it.
So this is the thing. Like if we were to look at everything, it says update March 120.
This video is really freaking cool, by the way. You can only see the thruster in the shot, but like, actually.
Yeah. So update March 23rd at 57 a.m. So 12:57. All 60 Starlink satellites are now online. The solar array deployment should be happening.
Penny
soon.
gets it. Penny gets it.
Who gets it?
Big Pog.
Tiny gets it.
Tiny. Sorry.
Like tiny.
Sorry.
So now you may be
Anyways.
You may be asking.
Nice.
What is Starlink? Starlink is one of SpaceX's most formidable projects. SpaceX envisions putting up 2 groups of satellites in orbit, one batch of 4,409 satellites that will operate between 340 miles, 550 kilometers, and 823 miles, 1,325 kilometers up. And then there's a second batch of 7,518 satellites that would fly slightly lower between 208 miles, 335 kilometers, and 214 miles, 346 kilometers in altitude. That's a total of 11,927 satellites, all zooming over the Earth, providing internet connectivity up to 1 million user terminals on the surface.
Elon Musk, if you have to ask.
Yep. That right there. Global internet, baby.
Global internet.
So,
Shiny, that is still one of humanity's toughest technical
internet coverage from space, with some short lag times in signal, something that current internet beaming satellites can't accomplish. Most satellites that provide internet coverage.
I mean, we're in debt no matter what. So why not?
In much higher orbits known as a geostationary orbit, a path about 220,000 miles above the equator. The problem with these satellites, though, is it takes a long time to get their data, as signals I can't read right
Don't
now.
worry about
Signals have to travel thousands of miles through space and back. That's why
Inside the thing, by
SpaceX
the way.
and other aerospace companies are proposing constellations in much lower orbits to cut down on the latency issue.
By the way, they're showing the cam of it detaching right now from the ship point of view.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome,
Where
by
are you
the
at
way.
in the video?
We're at currently 16:52. But we're watching. This is, if you haven't seen, this is awesome. Imagine doing this.
This is amazing.
But Shiny said it.
You know,
I'll say this again. What Shiny said. That is still one of humanity's toughest technical achievements. Space travel is so fascinating, and it's fascinating because it's so incredibly difficult. It feels like something that we weren't designed to do, but can, and it through simple ingenuity and perseverance. To me, that's a lot of the human spirit, and that's what I love about it. It's that whole exploration into the unknown that fascinates me to this day. Anyways, you're saying?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so basically, this entire project he has right now, one of the big reason why I have the title of this article on our like little sheet that we have planning out the episode. The reason it is a big boy is because it is something that could one day affect every single one of us watching this episode.
Mm-hmm.
We could all be running off of SpaceX, the Nobody company. Like, we could all be running off of that internet.
And if this, don't worry, because I thought of this immediately when you started talking about this too. If you're thinking, man, but isn't it unsafe to have everybody run by one company?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that aside, because man, that's a lot of existential crisis there. The planning, the engineering, the coordination is so freaking awesome. It is awesome. No matter how you look at it, it's freaking awesome. Is it scary? Yes, new things are. Terrifying, in fact. But it's really cool, and you guys need to know about it. Even if you do find it terrifying, you need to know about it, especially then. So we're just gonna bring that up to you.
It's not like it's gonna cut out all providers in the world.
Yeah.
It's just gonna make it where everyone has access. That's the goal. Facebook launched a thing 2 years ago where they would have unmanned, unpowered planes, drones, you know?
Drones.
Basically gliding along, and they would be huge, tiny, tiny little bodies because that's all they need. They only need a body about this big for a wingspan that is multiple times my house that way and that way.
Yep.
But this teeny tiny body to do it, and the wings would be the wings would be thick as the body, if not, because all you need is that circuitry in there. You need that circuitry. You need the stuff that's going to work and make internet be provided to everything below, and, you know, signal-wise.
And
so the thing is, on top of that,
your modem still can't get to the second room.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing on top of that is, though, they were looking to do that about 2 years ago. They were putting out a project like this. Now, Elon Musk and SpaceX, the board of SpaceX, because he's not the only guy involved, he's just the face of it. So the thing is, Elon Musk is going in and saying, hey, internet. And they're being like, well, how are you going to give internet to everybody? And he's just like going, space.
And then he went on a radio show and got high. But,
or that could have happened beforehand. Who knows? But he's executing. That's the thing. That's the one thing that's so important here. It's only 60 satellites. And that sounds like, yeah, that's still a lot. It is still a lot. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 60 out of 12,000.
And that's what we need for coverage. But it's freaking cool. If you guys haven't seen it,
yes.
Look into more of it if you're interested in that sort of stuff. We can't cover everything today because we do have, you know, a show to run. And I know this won't interest everybody, but this, if nothing else, you're seeing this explosion go off in front of your face for like the past 4 minutes. I'm loving it, but I like shiny things. Mm-hmm. So you can't exactly go to me for, you know, piece de resistance art. So,
So we're jumping into industry news next.
Yay!
Big one. The big hard hitter this week. That one about the controversy of the week.
That one about the controversy of the week.
He is. Yep.
By the way, I told him to say that because we don't want to just say Tfue in our title because then people are like, oh, they must know something we don't know. We're just going to talk about and inform people who don't know it. So that's our goal. We're
just letting you know about what our kind of opinions are on it and everything. Not quite our opinions on it though, because we don't.
But what we know and what we think about what we know.
What we know and what I've the kind of.
Jartfu. Nice. Got him.
So, 20. I'm not going to say his name or anything. Says FaZe Clan is violating California law and the Talent Agency Act, the TAA. One of the world's top professional players, esports players, is suing his gaming organization for alleged. Give me a second.
Knock on wood, guys. That was the knock on wood to make sure that this one goes well. Other than that, you guys want to look at Tfue's face? I can roast it if you like, but I don't think it'd be a very good taste. It actually tries to spell yes Tfue real bad as Jats Tfue and failed. Wow. I'm gonna assume that was part of the joke. I'm gonna let myself believe that was part of the joke. Good joke. Good job, Eisen. Good joke. I like that joke. Good joke. Fluffy is currently interrupted. So how are you guys doing today? Chat check. How are you guys doing? Okay, I was just asking how.
What was the last thing you said? I couldn't hear.
How are they doing? I was just asking chat how they do.
Before that, about the thing. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't say anything. I just say I could roast his face, but I don't think it'd be the best taste.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of the game's top suing his gaming organization for allegedly restraining his business opportunities and are taking up to 80% of his earnings. In a complaint that argues esports players' representatives should be regulated like agents of films and TV stars. So, about that, the 80% thing, he already makes millions for what he does. His personal stream, tournaments, all that kind of stuff. Literally makes millions. It's a known fact, you can look it up, like, that's just, yeah.
It's actually in here too.
It's actually in here too, yeah. So, yeah, here it is. In December, he told CNN he brought in $10 million last year playing Fortnite. He boasts more than 20 million subscribers on YouTube, and he racked up more than 450 million views on Twitch. His sponsors include Samsung, Uber Eats, and Red Bull.
He got Samsung, guys. If you're not clear, that's the phone/TV/technology company.
Here's the thing about this, and I hate to be,
really good sponsor, by the way.
Hate to be Danny Downer here or anything, but
wow,
it's not true. Sadly, I say sadly. It's good that it's not true for him. He doesn't get a good picture of him though. If you look at everything, the claims of both sides. What was a good picture?
Just good picture of him.
Yeah. So this is the thing. The gamer agreement is grossly oppressive, onerous, and one-sided. Writes. Is that his last name? No.
Where are you?
Friedman.
Isn't our employer already denied this on Twitter? Don't know if it's true. We'll talk about that too.
Gamer contractors limit to details sourced exclusively by FaZe Clan and prevent Tenny from exploring deals presented by others, deals that are potentially superior to deals produced by FaZe Clan, and deals that are not saddled with an 80% finder's fee. So much. So, this is the thing. FaZe Clan on Monday afternoon sent THR a statement in response to the complaint. We're shocked and disappointed to see the news of Tfu's press article and lawsuit. It reads in part, we've only collected a total of $60,000 from our partnership while Tfu has earned millions as a member of FaZe Clan. Yeah, that right there. That's the response I had to. It's like, which is the big thing is it's like which is true? What's going on? You know what I mean? So like, who's telling the truth?
Big
who's
sip,
lying?
boy. Big sip. So
Yeah,
here's the thing with this. As a person, I say, man, let's not trust the company because you know what? I don't know. There's complete bias in me not doing that, but my instincts tell me not to. But at the same time, when they've had multiple legal actions that Fluffy's going to talk about a little bit more, about what's going on, you start to think, man, something's fishy.
Yeah. No, that was my first response, was like, ah, damn, that's so scummy of FaZe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But FaZe Clan's statement, their whole, like, we're shocked and disappointed to see the news of Tfu's press article and lawsuit over the course of our partnership with them, which began in April 2018. FaZe Clan has collected $0 in tournament winnings, $0 in Twitch revenue, $0 in YouTube revenue, $0 from any social platform. In fact, we've only collected a total of $60,000 from our partnership, while Tfu has earned millions as a member of FaZe Clan. While contracts are very different with each player, all of them, including Tfu's, have a maximum of 20% to FaZe Clan in both tournament winnings as well as content revenue, with 80% to the player. In Turner's case, neither of those have been collected by FaZe Clan. So, and then they finish off by saying, we're proud of what we've accomplished together in the past year with Turner and will continue to support him. So, and then if you go to the article and everything, you can see the official statements uploaded by FaZe Clan on May 21st, 9:35 a.m. I don't know what time zone that's in.
If you can, read through it if you're looking to get an exact measure of this.
There are 23 pages, but basically what I can tell you here and everything is it's a complaint for, so this is the thing, the complaint for declaratory relief, well, 2 declaratory reliefs, unfair business practices, money had and received, quantum merit, is that what that was supposed to be?
I don't know where you're at. Oh, quantum merit?
Yeah, okay. Breach of written contract and breach of how do you say that word?
Oh, quantum meruit is a Latin phrase meaning what one has earned.
Okay, what about the last one? How do you say it? At least I don't know how to say it.
What? Fiduciary?
Yeah, fiduciary. Thank you. Involving trust, especially with regard to the relationship between
We're
a trustee
learning
and a
things, chat.
beneficiary.
Look, involving trust, especially with regard to relationships between a trustee and beneficiary.
So basically, that's saying that
Fiduciary.
Like, yeah.
Oh, I got the pronunciation right too.
So nice. Ternatini versus Tifu, an individual. FaZe Clan Incorporated, Delaware, Copper. Yeah, that kind of thing. But yeah, so it is huge. If you want a good read, if you want something that like really likes you see some insights into this, we don't have the time for me to cover every single bit of it. But it is a very interesting, honestly, it's a lot. It is a lot. 23 pages of this, of them talking about the complaint and everything, and how both sides of it, all that kind of stuff. It's got the signatures from the attorneys and everything, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
By the way, Friedman, the name that I threw around earlier, that is the attorney for Tifu. And this is the complaint that they said against FaZe. So there you go.
But it's a really interesting. It's just there's a lot to unpack there, and once again, we're neither legal nor experts by any means in any of this, so we're not gonna even begin to try, because man, would that be dumb as hell for someone to do so. Looking at you, YouTube. But yeah, gonna throw that shot out there, see where it lands, and let's get back to other articles. So, next up is so he wants a better contract or out because this kind of publicity seems suspicious. That or he's going up for another company from the very beginning of this, and they actually had a contract release already pre-designed. But that's just a guess of what I would do in that situation.
Images? What?
Fluffy's desktop. They think you can host a show. It's hilarious.
Nah.
His internet, by the way, is literally the worst. Like, his internet is literally, like, you can see it. His cam is still, like, bugs out every once in a while. That's how bad his internet is. Otherwise, he would host this, and I would, not be here every week. Because you can find a better host than I am. So, there's that.
That one's,
it's pretty fair.
I don't know.
Next week. Alright,
one of
so...
the world's biggest games, League of Legends, reportedly headed to mobile. This is your article, Abs? Tell me about it.
The M in MOBA stands for mobile. That is the heading of the article. I both love and hate that, because it seems like it feels true right now. So, if you've not heard my piece on digital games moving to mobile, or PC, console, or otherwise games moving to mobile, I say that it's cool in the fact that we can now have games on the go that are more explored and fleshed out than Candy Crush. Take that what you will. Candy Crush is still a good game, well designed, well streamlined, but not my suit. But having more complicated in terms of strategy and, action move to mobile, it really speaks to the idea of having technically impressive phones in our pocket. Having more computers that are able to run these type of things in our pocket. But just because it's cool and you can doesn't mean you should. Cough, cough, Apex. Let Fortnite have their thing. Please. Everyone's just gonna make fun of you if you... Alright. But just like we have talked about Apex in the past, might be moving towards this according to a couple releases. League itself is also considering this. We're just not going to read the whole article because we already read a lot of article reading today, but we're just going to talk about the main facts about this. But from received viewership numbers on Twitch to hosting one of the biggest esports events at Madison Square Garden 2016, Riot's Games' Prodigal Son has gone from strength to strength since its launch in 2009. Blizzard and Valve, the top dogs when Riot Games entered the scene, are now playing catch-up to the well-oiled Ferrari that is the League of Legends production model, and it shows. Basically saying that League of Legends has done very well since its beginning, and has continued to do very well. I don't remember the exact numbers, but every single year for... Oh, my camera's flashing. What's with that?
Your camera's flashing?
Apparently.
Well, don't flash your camera.
That's... Wow. Wow. One time, Fluffy, Lamau.
No,
that's a joke, by the way.
Hey, that was
a joke, by the way. That was a joke, by the way. So we're all clear. Not that kind of thing. All right.
Joke. That was my one joke. Okay, I get one because that's they're only quality enough for one. Like if we got any more, or like watch this.
My flash hider. Fair enough. But where is it? But every single year, the tournaments for League of Legends have drawn in more people, and it's continued to do so. You know, it's been very popular for both Riot and the tournament hosters throughout the years. But it's starting to sort of plateau. Things aren't increasing as much. You know, they may not be able to keep up with the revenue trends. Right. But it's been it's been peaking.
Let's look at this. Most games are going to plateau after a while. Fortress 2, still a phenomenal game. Really, really fun. The thing is, there's no updates coming into it, that kind of stuff. I guarantee if they started updating that game, it would become popular again. 100%
okay, my screen is flashing a lot. What is up with that?
But this is the thing. Maybe disconnect from reconnect?
Yeah.
If it wouldn't mess up the... Okay.
That's fine.
But, no, so this is the thing.
2 seconds.
If we're looking at it like the kind of a base point of view and everything, games plateau after a while. They have to find something to keep it interesting and... What was that?
I was got my camera back up. I got my camera back up. No, hey. Someone said hey in chat.
Oh. That didn't sound like you saying hey.
Hey.
Alright. Sounded like you had a Riptide like on soundboard or something saying hey. Jeez.
Weird.
I just like can't... Jesus.
Anyways. My name when y'all messaged.
Weird. Right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Cool. But I don't. What?
Anyways, flash hider is a thing.
I think that's the mood. That's the mood of Info Pit. Is like,
who? What? Who are you? Who am I? What? What's your name? I'm Absolute, and welcome to the info plot.
You know, it would be actually really interesting. I'm gonna jump from topics real quick. It would be really interesting if we could actually talk about, like, if we had an actual story about
the info rip.
like how we got the Info Pit's name. Because like we don't really have a story, you know? It's not like, oh, we considered these 3 names and we just chose this one. No, like we did an episode.
Someone threw it out there. It's stuck.
We did episode 0
for a pitch.
And then
we had to pitch the show. Believe it or not, Omega Lol.
Yeah, pitch show.
Why do we have to do this?
Like it was like episode
because
0.
They were actually
let's just call it the Info Pit. We're probably not going to keep it that way. We liked it.
And then we dug ourselves our pit, if you will, and we can't get back out.
Of information.
And we can't get ourselves back out. I've been stuck here for 3 months.
It's dark! Actually,
it's dark in here!
Wait.
I haven't seen the sun in months!
It's dark.
Where am I? Who are you?
Who am I? I don't know who I am.
You're Raymond.
And you're a dick.
Alright, I'm surprised you haven't used your F card yet. By the way, we're both only allowed to use this.
We're only supposed to have 1 effort. Oh, come on.
You haven't used yours yet.
I have.
You have? Then you have used yours. I haven't used mine. Save it for the end. Wow. We're only supposed to say the F word once, chat.
F card. Another F card. Another.
Hey, don't show what those have on them. Smile.
Oh, I'm not. Good. Oh yeah. By the way,
not allowed to do that.
Meme card packs. Can't show you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, that's really toxic though.
I'm not gonna lie.
Armpit of information. Dang.
Gotcha.
I'm dead.
You say dang or dank? Dead. I really hope it wasn't.
I said dead.
Okay, good. Dead. I was wrong on both. DI playing cards? No, it's just DI
I would cards. Sign up for that so fast. Could we have Thor be a field spell?
So hey, any other member of leadership watching this? At Jackal and AFD mostly. At Jackal mostly. Playing cards. I want them, dude.
Honestly, bad.
So bad.
We have different. Anyway, we're talking later. Later, not now. Anyways.
Yeah, we can talk about.
But talk about mobile. Info dump stuff. But about mobile again.
Okay. So what I was saying about mobile though, they have to bring something to the game to bring it back to life. You know what I mean? Like the game's not dead. They just want to make it something more because the thing is, they're being overshadowed completely. Like games like Fortnite, like Apex, like Overwatch, they're being overshadowed. League is no longer the biggest game, even in DI.
Nope.
It was the biggest game for DI for the longest time. Overwatch is now the biggest game in DI. Like, it's getting big. Different leaders as the face cards. Yeah, I mean, hey, I want a playing card. That's my thing. I want to be on a playing
Yeah,
card.
we all know.
We need to have like.
We've been new.
I want my face everywhere. I'm gonna be on this show. I'm gonna be on that show. I'm gonna have another show. Come on, let me everywhere.
Feed
Riptide said
God
he's gonna ban
Complex,
it, though,
why
so.
not?
Feed the God Complex. Can we put that meme in chat somewhere? Like,
I don't know. Shepard has it. I don't. Anyways, so about League of Legends, it is being overshadowed nowadays, and maybe the mobile push is what they need. But here's the thing. League of Legends is not the type of game I would want to see on mobile. It works for Fortnite, right? Because Fortnite simply go around and shoot. Build every once in a while, but on mobile it's a little bit more tough, but you can do it. In League of Legends, the amount of inputs you have to do to even be decent in a single second is ridiculous. It doesn't work like that. So seeing it try to make a push for mobile, I don't believe in it. And I don't think that just falling back on the gimmick of it being on mobile now will be a good push for the company. But, we were asking for the God Complex meme. But speaking of things that are falling back on the mobile sort of trend in order to try to push thing again, Microsoft/Xbox's Minecraft, that's right, I'm saying it's owned by them now because business decisions like this are being made by them. Minecraft Earth is an AR spin-off that lets you build in the real world. And don't get me wrong, this is cool to me. To me, this is really cool. AR interests me. Artificial reality is what changes our reality from a certain point of view or from a device's standpoint or perspective. It's cool. That interests me. But where Minecraft is doing this correctly versus where LoL's doing this incorrectly was Mobile Legends. League of Legends on mobiles was Mobile Legends. Oh, that's painful.
Thank you. That's there it is. Look at that, guys.
Minecraft Earth. Minecraft Earth is pretty cool, actually. Actually, we're gonna show a little bit of the video.
Earth is pretty pod.
Like, look at this. This is a little promo video. This is official reveal trailer. It won't be as in-depth as this because things never are. We live in 2K19. They're gonna lie. But having the idea of being able to build in your surroundings a little bit and sort of change the way you see things by doing this is really interesting. And what's the difference between this and League? In this, you have the idea of bringing what's good about the game, the creative aspect of Minecraft, and bringing it to the mobile platform in a way that both integrates and makes a progressive move to improve it. AR's assault rifle, bro? Assault rifle Minecraft, it just shoots cubes. Get on it. But where it does that... It
shoots what?
Blocks. It just shoots blocks. Like dirt.
Oh. Cubes! You said cubes!
Yeah, I said cubes. Then I said blocks because you didn't understand cubes. I was rephrasing for your benefit.
I don't know my basic shapes.
But
Kermit does not know.
Where this brings the idea and the creativity of Minecraft and brings it into the mobile/AR world in a progressive move for both the company and the game. What are you doing? I am trying to stay on topic. I am trying to stay on topic, Fluffy.
I don't want
trying to stay on topic.
What do you mean?
We both know you don't want to stay on topic. Also, that's my YouTube view history in case you're interested.
I'm anti-topic man.
We all know. We've been new.
We've been new.
Turns to jump into a wall, runs into a wall, and dies.
Yeah, that's what
I was
people are gonna do that.
Yeah, but here's the thing: people do that anyways, and you can't tell me differently.
You gotta ruin the fun always.
I have to. Sorry, it's part of my job.
Like this?
Why am I like this? It's just kind of my job, honestly. When I anyways, did I do the pose right? Did I do the pose right?
Yes, you did the pose right. I love that. So, guys, you don't understand. That's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, Minecraft is creative, the right fit for new tech, and that's where I see it. League of Legends is not the game. It will not progress from this.
So bad,
dude. Same.
That
freaking
looks
heck.
So cool.
Because it's like, oh my god. It's stats. Focus. Okay. Okay. Push down torch so mobs can't spawn. Everybody note. Oh. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, it's so sad.
I can't laugh at that. I can't laugh at that. That's not a laugh. No. No. Fine.
That's pretty bad. Notre Dame. Anyways. Somebody take me to church. Oh wait.
We're gonna move on. Take me to church.
Okay. We're not laughing. There's no laughing. No laughing. We're a serious stream about serious news.
We're not laughing about that. I can't.
Yeah. Totally. Your dark coffee. That's how I like you. Good one, Shiny. I like that one. All right, but I want companies to review. You can't use mine. That's mine.
Two.
Don't get two. He stole mine.
That was a joke as bad as mine. That was a joke as bad as mine.
I liked
that
it.
Makes
No,
me
that was
like
a good joke.
Shinny.
No, that was a good joke. I don't know what you're talking about. You get out.
That was a bad joke.
It's not Shiny. It's Shin.
No,
Shy. Shiny. Shiny. I think he actually. What?
It's Shinny, not Shiny.
Wow. Hey, Eisen, that's toxic.
That's toxic.
But anyways, I want companies to review what about their game makes things fun before they say, let's put it on mobile. Because it's only bad for something like League of Legends, which is a technical skill game that benefits because it is a technical skill game. Versus Minecraft, which is about the exploration of creativity and seeing how you interact with the world. Something that AR mobile should be. But the contrast of the two, both making business in real time.
The holo glasses and everything.
Which are freaking awesome! If they weren't so badly done.
Thank you. It would have been so cool because one of the advertisements for the holo glasses was literally like, you put it on, start playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was kind of cool though.
Great.
I loved it.
Yeah, it would have been awesome. I would have.
But they screwed it up. But they screwed it up. But it was a cool idea, and I want to see more ideas like that actually work, mind you. But you know, I digress. But I want game companies to review this and actually think about this. And if you're someone who likes enjoying these products, please think about that and make sure that you stay informed about progressions that are actually done right. Because not all mobile platforms will be bad. It's just they need to be thought about and implemented in the proper respects. Yeah. All right, so next up, this is something we wanted to cover a couple weeks ago actually, but we couldn't because it was gone. Apparently, the show was not about articles, which is fine.
No, it wasn't. It just didn't work out.
What happened, by the way? I didn't actually get to watch. You know, people would bow people to the next day. Lesser just brings in a gun to win.
Freestyling it, really.
It'll happen. A bunch of people are stupid. People that would bow people be the next loser just brings a gun to win. Okay, let's not talk about that. That's a little bit too much. That's a little bit too much. That's yeah. Anyways. Okay, next up, loot boxers. Hey man, wanna be a loot boxer?
No, I'm already a loot goblin.
We know. We've been new. Not even a joke, just manned. And I know, but it's just sad.
Yeah, true.
And we just live in. Yep, I'm not gonna say too much about that because I can get into politics really easily. So we're just gonna move on. Loot boxes could become illegal in the U.S. if new bill passes. And is this political? In a different way. Yeah. A U.S. senator has introduced a bill that would ban the sale of loot boxes in games played by minors.
So, unless they, you know...
Don't be an asshole.
Make it a mature game.
Don't be an asshole. Can we just... Because before we get into this article, let me explain a couple things about loot boxes. Loot boxes are not technically gambling. Because no matter what, you win something from them. There is something given to you. In gambling, there is the idea that you can lose and gain nothing. That is what gambling is. You have the chance to gain nothing. But from a legal standpoint, that is differentiation. So, for the longest time, loot boxes have gotten away with it without having any special taxes or fines or even removals from things by not being technically gambling. This bill is saying we don't care. Screw your good business method that actually opens up free-to-play games to actually benefit and have things to pay for and produce good games through technical means like this, rather than ruining gameplay by being pay to win.
Fortnite and Apex, some of the most viewed games on Twitch, period.
Some of the best games
run off
from
that
a technical
system,
standpoint.
like, financially standpoint.
And it works well because it doesn't limit gameplay by making this a thing. To ban this would do that.
They don't have to buy anything. They don't have to buy a singular
Lord knows I won't spend money on Apex. He does. It's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I still have the legendary.
I've spent money on both.
I still have the legendary electric knives. so it's okay.
Yeah, you've still got that. See, it's the thing.
Third loot box, by the way.
Yo, I even spent money on it. That's the thing.
You often can't confirm an outcome since the chances are unclear.
And
but you do gain
I
something.
don't have something he has.
But you do gain something. And that's the technicality that we have to run on. And they direct this to minors. They direct it towards people. And if your minor is playing a T14 game that you're not monitoring, that is your choice as a parent.
Yep.
At least that's my opinion on it. If you have a differing opinion, you're free to have that, and you are free to even talk about it. That is fine.
We've had arguments on the info pit before, so yeah, 100%. I was actually talking to Sif earlier today, right after morning tea, or during morning tea, can't remember, about episode 3, where he and you talked about EA.
Yep. Still hasn't given me
episode 3
Anthem, by the way. 4. Wouldn't want it at this point, to be honest.
No, by the way, he told me to let you know that, like, yeah, he's also disappointed in the game, sadly.
Yeah.
As much as he wanted it to go good and everything, and I told him me and you
I did too!
Yeah, I did too. But I told him we already did the breakdown as well on why it went wrong.
Yeah,
and how.
It was sad.
So, you know.
But anyways, talking about that. But loot boxes being illegal, there should be limitations. There should be better security so that minors can't use their parents' credit card without their information. But that's something else.
Hey.
It's not EA because you have to buy a... Oh, wow.
Nice.
It's the same argument as weed. It becomes a gateway drug. There's a lot of things behind that. And once again, please watch your kids if you don't want them doing something. I'm just going to say that to that. Just watch your kids if you take care of them. Make sure that they're doing the right things. Help them out. Parent them. And things might go better. But that's what I'm going to say. And there's a certain part where parents are no longer the issue. And control could not be given. But that's a discussion for another time. We're not going to cover that here. So loot box could become illegal in the U.S. bill. This is something to be wary of.
Catch us on TeamSpeak
if you want to talk about that one. I may just not deal with it because when I'm on TeamSpeak and I'm not in an event, I'm usually working on something. So.
Or streaming.
Or streaming. Or both. I've done both before. But social media and video games prey on user addiction, siphoning our kids' attention from the real world and extracting profits from fostering compulsive habits, Senator Hawley said in a statement. No matter this business model's advantage to the tech industry, one thing is clear. There is no excuse for exploiting children through such practices. When a game is designed for kids, the game developers shouldn't be allowed to monetize addiction. Game developers who knowingly exploit their children should face legal consequences. Cough cough, McDonald's, where are you at with that, huh? Anyways.
Yikes, dude!
Just gonna say that. When Fluffy is on TeamSpeak, he is AFK, Lamau. Truth. Problem with EA is just that parents would rather have their kids play a soccer game where they buy loot boxes or whatever than them playing FPS shooting games without loot boxes. Or you could teach your kid to play outside.
You say that like we played outside as kids.
I did.
I actually did, yeah.
What are you talking about? I used to go out play outside. You played games like hide and seek. We played soccer pretty often. I was never good at it, mind you. I was the goalie for a reason.
I played football with
Waves,
my dog.
What's up, Spider Lily? I haven't seen you in a bit. Let's play Rocket League and Megapog. Honestly, Rocket League's still a pretty good game for kids.
to play football with my dog. Yeah,
that's cute.
That was fun.
Outside through what?
He's much bigger than me.
Nice.
Yeah, outside.
Honestly, I didn't stop going outside until I was like my mid-teen year, like 13, 14 is when I stopped going outside very often. But that was like personal
15
choice.
For me, yeah, that was personal choice. Though it was like I just didn't want to anymore.
And it's okay, and that's a fine argument from him, by the way. That's fair. If you were worried about that, that is fair. That is fair. But there are other industries that have exploited this for a lot of years that need to be looked at. Also, if you're going to do this, what I'm saying is there needs to be fairness in this, and not just trying to ruin the game industry.
Yeah,
that's what I'm for. You're free to make other argument for this, but I want things to be dealt with fairly.
Dealt with things.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm starting to get cotton mouth also. Because
I had a drink.
Once again, comparative.
No. Comparative. Wait. Right? No, I do this way. God.
No, it's the other way.
I keep forgetting. Yeah, it's this way. There's nothing though, so like it's pointless, you know. Here, I'll just like.
Next up on the info, it has to be dark mode. Just turn off all lights in your room, Lamau. We just cover really dark stories, except we would never do that because I'd rather not get kicked off. But you know.
Yeah, I'd rather keep the show going. I at least want to hit episode 20.
Maybe we can do that by like episode 30.
By the way,
what's up?
Special thing about episode 20. just letting you guys know this. 5 episodes ahead
Cover
of time.
dark humor.
Episode 20 is going to be the end of season 1 for the Info Pit.
Oh yeah, we're doing that.
That's what we're going to be doing. Season 20 is going to be end of episode 1. After episode 1, we're going to have a month off of the Info Pit. So it's just the end of season 1.
We'll explain more about that in Info Dump, but we still have one more article to do, but we can talk about this.
Yep.
This is actually one last release about games, in fact, that I want to talk about, something to look forward to. Until Dawn's devs' new game given release date. August just got a little scarier. So we're not going to talk too much about this because not too much information has been released other than some basic gameplay footage, which you can look to in that article. But the creators of the hit horror game / story adventure Until Dawn has released their newest look on their next project. What was the name of it again? Sorry, I literally just blanked on this. I literally watched this before we started. My lord. My lord. Dark Pictures, Man of Medan gameplay. Man of Medan. I think it's Dark Pictures, Man of Medan. A Shepherd of Fire? Is that what it is? Dark Picture, Man of Medan. Yeah, that's what I think it is too, but it looked a little long. Yeah, it's Man of Medan. Okay. But Dark Pictures, Man of Medan is going to be releasing next August. If you like horror games, I don't play them. Hell no, I don't play them. I am a little baby. But I love watching people
But guess
play
who's going to be playing them for stream one day? Because he's stupid. And guess who's going to be there to make fun of him? And also, like, be in a voice chat with him the entire time.
It's so dynamic, it works.
Yeah. I get terrified. Ninja could join, yeah. That'd be down.
But yeah, I'm not big on horror games. I get terrified of them, but I do love watching people play them, so we're probably going to be doing that. But just look forward to. Now we can move on to the info dump. So, if anyone's new around here, the info dump is this selection / collection of you guys either asking us questions about previously discussed topics, us discussing topics for future that we didn't want to have any articles on, or simply wanted to simply talk about rather than cover, or simply things like, what's your favorite color, which I will answer black or white, since those are the colors I don't get wrong most often.
Same!
Yeah.
Actually,
will you make better season end than Game of Thrones? Yes, we'll have our lights turned on.
Wait, no, I need to... Obviously, that's a multi-billion-dollar aspect of filmmaking, right?
I can relate to being scared. I own and sold Dawn, but still haven't played it because I'm a baby. That is okay, Shepard. I feel like that's fair.
So, guys, this is the comparison. Our season end... Game of Thrones season.
No. You can't be in front of your monitor if it's the Game of Thrones one. You have to be over there.
I got it. No, I know how
you have
to
to go
fix it.
there.
I know how to fix it. I know how to fix it.
Okay. Let's see where this goes, Shep. Yeah, that makes more sense. There we go.
Yeah.
There's the Game of Thrones season.
Game of Thrones season end.
Disclaimer. I don't watch Game of Thrones. I've just seen screen caps. And man, was that tough. Shepherd of Fire is a baby afraid of horror games. That makes sense. No, Shep, you're Shepherd of Fire. Yeah. Just kill that thing. Hey.
Don't kill me.
That's rude.
Yeah, that's pretty toxic.
But tell them a little bit more about
this. Actually isn't actually with the monitor lighting and everything. This isn't bad lighting. That's weird.
That's actually not bad lighting. It's better than mine.
Yeah, it's because I've got the 2 monitors now, and this one has like an all-white screen, and I have to do all the screen switching and stuff,
so I don't get to have consistent lighting. I just have to do the screen.
Yeah, you don't have to have consistent. It's just the one screen. Like I'll use the big screen right here, the bigger one, for like lighting and such. Like if I were to put, I'm not gonna do that actually, because I always mess up my angles in the middle of the fucking show.
Fluffy, I can see a face behind you. Oh God, no!
Oh no!
And it's stuck in my head whenever I read Chef's username on TeamSpeak. Nice. So I remember yesterday the kite.
He's already talked about the Kyogre.
Yeah, I wanted to die. I was... Oh, dude. There, you can see my stream VOD of that. It's up right now. It's on my Twitch. But I spent so long. It was just me and our friend Darksy, who used to be in Die. He's not anymore. But you still love him, though. Hail to the king!
Darksy's my fucking boy.
But he was in chat all last night, just talking with me. I'm like, we're gonna keep going until we're not ending stream until we get the stupid thing. We're not ending stream until we get the stupid thing. And he was with me there for about an hour and 40-some minutes. Just then. Not even counting the rest of the stream straight. Of me hitting the same 5 buttons and talking. So, Big Pog.
Yep.
Nice to have a committed fan base, I guess, Lamau. If it Twitch sings. You know what?
Twitch sings?
I've thought about
Actually,
that. I've thought
So
about
this is
that a
the thing,
little
this is the
bit.
thing. I don't have episode 20 planned out yet. By the way,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start planning out episodes like not the content, because obviously that's a weekly
Yeah.
thing anyways. We have to find articles in that week. But like
And you have to get 'em up?
If we have, and I have to get all these up, yeah. The specific
It's the longest
aspects
running meme.
of like if it's gonna have a special aspect to it that week, like guests, that kind of thing. I'm gonna start getting it up like 2 weeks in advance, hopefully.
That makes sense.
Might be just a week in advance. It depends on how things roll. I don't know how all guests we're gonna try to get on is. I don't know how easy it's gonna be to do that. I've got a pretty special guest for one of these episodes. It might be opener to season 2.
Wait,
really,
message
actually,
me.
be a really good episode.
I don't know who he's talking about.
You don't know who it is?
You haven't told me.
We've talked about it before.
It's who I'm thinking is. I don't know. No, you didn't. Who?
I did.
Wait.
You know what that channel is, right? And I
Wait, what?
said, yeah.
How did you-
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Don't
Fluffy
say-
doesn't tell me anything. He doesn't give me articles in. He doesn't give my article in.
Don't you say a word.
I'm not gonna
Don't you
say
a
anything.
word. Don't
I'm
you
just
say a word,
saying
because
how.
That might be our season 2 opener, dude.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me? What do
We
you
got him.
mean?
Apparently we got him, but I
Yeah.
don't.
Me and him are just in talks to like when we're gonna get this stuff going and everything.
What if how? What the freaking how? What the? See, this is what I say. He doesn't get his articles in. He doesn't tell me
No.
jack
See,
shit.
OT would be more understandable because OT's the guy who taught me to do what I'm doing.
It's not
So I'd
OT.
be
It's
like,
actually not OT.
It's not
we
OT
thought
though,
about
this time.
having people like him come in
We did,
though.
yeah, we did. But like the thing is, I want it to have a reason. Like I want, and this is like just open because this isn't an episode that I've actually planned out yet. It's an idea that I have for an episode. I want to know you guys' opinions on
My
it.
chin
I want to try to
hurts.
get all the community divisions, commanders on during an episode.
Oh
Because I
god, the
think those
camera
would be
setup.
commanders that do
Oh
well.
god, the camera setup.
What?
I'm just imagining how to set
Oh, the
up all the
camera setup,
cameras.
yeah.
Oh god.
Yikes! Yeah.
Why do you do this to me?
His house should
Why-
have
why does he do this to me?
1000. No, the person who I want to get in the guy who I want to put in as a guest is not in DI.
Yeah, he's not in DI actually, which is why I'm going, man. How the hell did you? What?
Nah, that'll be a fun ass episode. though,
You
don't
gotta.
think?
Where did you? You gotta tell me what. No, not XQC.
I'll tell you.
I would
I'll I
I don't have
later,
problem with
okay?
XQC. I have a issue of I don't know how to interact with a guy like XQC because he's so like energetic and not energetic as a way he's like, oh man, all that. No, he's like, ah, and I'm like, I can't do that. I can't.
True.
I can't
True.
deal with that. I can't hold
By
conversation.
the way, even
with
if
that.
you guess it, even if you guys guess it right,
You picked him up
I'm
in the street
100%.
corner.
I'm
There is
literally
no way.
100% sure that
There
you're
is
not
no
gonna get
way
it.
you guys get
You're
this.
not going to.
He
get
got Elon. Honestly, that would make more sense than this guy.
it. I would melt if I got Elon, dude. Like, you don't understand.
You
how
don't.
much
You guys
I
don't
look up to
understand
that
how
dude.
big of a fan he is
No,
of Elon
you
Musk.
actually have no idea how big of a fan
I've seen
I
him
am.
have
There's a
posters
reason-
before that he's wanted to
There's-
get.
Yeah. But this, look, I actually like that would be dream episode for me. Come on.
PewDiePie? No. Actually, it's closer than Elon. To be fair, it's closer than Elon. And that's all we're gonna give up. I'm not gonna give any more hints. That is officially closer than Elon, and that's all you're gonna get.
Yeah.
PewDiePie is
yeah.
closer than Elon.
PewDiePie is
Not
supposed to be
close,
on.
by the way. Just closer.
No, not close.
Not a
at all,
memer.
man.
Not a memer. Not Jacksepticeye. I would die if it was Jacksepticeye. I would die if it was Markiplier. Either of those two, I would die. Not him. I would die.
I mean,
I'd
once,
be dead.
Once we get there, I'd
Um,
love to because like always been a big fan of their stuff. You know,
Ninja Fortnite. That's an Omega lol.
Ninja Fortnite,
Mr.
Mr. Beast.
once
I'd
again,
love to do, dude.
Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast is like a cool guy.
Yeah,
Dolan
he's such
Dark.
a cool
Who the
guy.
hell is Dolan Dark?
Another
Tifu.
YouTuber.
That's funny. That's a nice one, Eisen. But yeah, anything else you guys want to talk about while we're talking about this? You're not gonna get any more hints today, so I just try to recommend
No.
not doing that one.
You're never getting any more hints until it happens. Period.
Thank you. GFU bucks. That's a big no. That's a big yikes.
Had him on for this episode.
So, hey, what you were thinking about this, bud? Who are you guys? That's fair. Checking my phone because I'm getting a lot of pings. Doesn't matter though. So yeah, you guys any other questions about this week? We got double back on a couple things. I can talk about a little bit more about something, I'm sure. Oh, I could talk about playing Pokemon. Next big Steam sale. What is the next big Steam sale? I haven't even looked at it. I don't look at Steam sales because I know when I look at it, I'm gonna go, man, I wish I had that. And that's not a good place for me to be, you know? I'm not a person that likes to want things. So I just don't, you know? Like, if I notice myself, like, start thinking about, like, games coming out or something, I'm like, you may not be able to get those, so don't even worry about it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's fair enough. Rob Ross as guest the second season. If I wasn't banned from using the Ouija board, maybe. But I'm pretty sure I'm still banned from using the Ouija board.
Bill?
What?
Bill?
Bob Ross?
The Ouija board. Why are you...
You don't know me. You don't know me. I have my life. I have my own life.
Dad!
You can't judge me. I have my own life. This is my life. But yes, I'm pretty sure I'm still banned from, But yeah, the spring cleaning event is the current sale. We can talk a little bit more about this. Dust off that library of games and uncover something new. Earn a new badge for your Steam profile by completing a daily task or project below. Daily tasks up to each day, but project. Basically, it's just a little... It's like a hunt type of thing. That's the best way I can think of describing it. But daily tasks, complete these tasks every day to earn medals, take them to the next level. Speed Clean. Several games are available to play for free during the whole event. We picked a couple for you to try today. This is a cool way to do this, by the way. Adding a spring event for this type of stuff and saying, hey, you can try to play these games, try them out a little bit. You know, see if you want to buy them. It actually has, own a game that you haven't played yet, give it a try, increase your badges level. If you guys haven't played Magica Wizard Wards, that's like a classic, dude. Magica, that is a classic-ass game. If you haven't played that, I recommend picking it up. The controls are super bad. There's a lot of bad things about it. But if you're a fan of like the weird sort of jokes,
is it gonna be the start of the summer sale?
That would be summer sale, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Imagine being in the UK and creating like 3 countries all over 30 times your size, Lamau. Yeah.
Move me to Fluffy's Kingdom of AFK.
It's where he rules.
I totally didn't forget to log out, by the way.
Did you RSVP to the event, Lamau? One last plug to RSVP to the event, by the way, if you haven't already. Lord knows I hadn't by the start of the episode. I can feel him judging me. I can't see my camera right now, but I can feel him judging me. Oh, yep, there it is.
I had to hold it just because you said that. I had to hold it.
Yep. You have to realize, chat, I'm an idiot. I may seem smart and I may use big words, like being flabbergasted, but I'm still pretty dumb.
Big word.
That is you for high spelling it. Tell me how many syllables it has first. You know what? Tell me how many syllables it has. Do that.
I'll leave the call.
Are you? A friend of mine whose commander forgot to RSVP to his own division meeting. Oh, that is really tough, actually. Oh, Megapog. You're totally photosynthesized when it comes to words. I get that joke. That's a good joke. Can't post links. We can. I assume Fluggy does it because whenever we do that, it's usually him that does it. Because you know, I'm switching screens and doing all that. Remember when Jackal did an RSVP to morning tea? There's a lot I wanna. Anyways, if you ever, there's a big thing, and this was months back, but Jackal forgot to log in one time. Like, literally one time in his entire time being here. He forgot to log in TeamSpeak one time, and he got roasted for it. It was great. But that was so long ago. Also, I'm trying to find the community. There it is, Twitch TV calendar. I forget we have a Twitch calendar. By the way, guys, if you want to see the current Twitch lineup or what tournaments will be hosted on the Twitch page for that day of the calendar month, then you can look at it on the Twitch TV calendar. We have post up on the official site. I would recommend looking at it if you're excited to see our new events or see who's going to be hosting what or what's going on. A lot of interesting stuff on there. And at that point, this is the point where I actually dropped the link and realized I was just stalling to try to recopy the link, which I'm now pasting and still stalling to paste. There we go. That's how you filibuster, chat. Congress might be able to teach you a thing too. Anyways,
Political.
Not political. I learned it in my history class. It's a legal term.
Yeah, it is a
Both
legal
sides
term.
use it. Literally everybody does it.
Yeah.
It's a good strategy,
fun.
to be
It's
honest.
Yeah.
It's a good strategy to win an
That's
argument.
good, sure.
It's a good strategy to win an argument.
That's true, I guess.
Streams made me happy. Thank you, Twitch persons. You ever just see the word persons and you think, man, what if we were all just a person's voices in their head?
Okay, it's time to end the episode.
We got 2 minutes left. We got 2 minutes left. I don't know what you're talking about. We got 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes. I can talk about this.
We take 2 minutes just to, like, do all of our thanks and everything. So,
who's those? Honestly, I thought about that too. Whose voice would I be? I'm sorry. If I'm the voice in your head, wow, that's tough. That is tough, my dude. I can't stand my own voice. I can't imagine having to listen to it, like, when I'm talking. So, good luck. Can you scream that, aw, please? Oh, thank you. I mean, I can do a better job if you like. I just have to back up from my mic. I do this every one of my streams. I have a friend of mine who pops in and just screams, and I'm like, okay, I guess I have to read that out. You know?
Well, can't help it.
Can't help it. But, like, who's Fluffy? Last question of the info dump. Whose voice in whose head would you be? So you know how you sound different to yourself. I have a great voice. It's a voice for radio. I have the face for it too.
He does have a face for radio. Yeah.
Yep. I told that joke so many years ago, and I still use it.
Someone hears your voice in their head. I always hear your voice in my head.
I'm sorry.
Whenever I'm about to do something stupid, I just hear you go. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Like, what are you doing in your life? I don't really say yes to this.
And I'm sitting there like, right? You know, like. Here's my voice in their head though.
Want to hear Morgan Freeman? Want to hear more of my Freeman impression? I need water for it.
I can only really do one impression, like quality. So, and I think at this point it's almost overplayed, so I don't want to play it too much. I want to let it die down, then overplay it again.
It's like my allergies are acting up, so I'm a little nasally.
Kermit the Frog is fun, honestly.
Morgan Freeman's tough to do while nasally.
Oh, Fluffy. I like the way you say
also, Bowchick Bow Wow. Alright. In the beginning, Morgan Freeman. In the beginning, there was the world. And God spoke it to be. Morgan Freeman. Anyways, what was that?
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
Because of like 1K Tesla Google, I bought a Tesla for $70 a month. What the fuck? Can I have
next
food?
Info Pit, I may teach you guys how to do the Kermit voice.
Steal from my fridge again, you're dead, ninja.
Like
Don't steal from my fridge again. What said?
Abs.
What's up?
Do you think I should teach them how to do Kermit the Frog?
If you do, we'll never hear the end of it, so I don't see why not.
Yeah. We're gonna
in the beginning, the universe was created. That
Kermit
made a lot of people angry, and is widely
episode.
considered to be as a bad move.
I have to make sure I'm doing the voice right. Okay, I am.
Teach me out of Twitter from Gucci Fridge. Alright,
okay,
ate your fridge, sorry.
Hey, we got it.
Motherfucker ate from my fridge.
Hey!
God. Yes.
In the episode.
I was doing the Morgan Freeman impression.
Done in the episode.
They still have like an hour until the Valhalla League.
Yeah, and I'm hosting that too.
You are?
Yeah, I'm taking Twitch screenshots and everything.
Oh.
Because they didn't have anybody else. So they knew
that means no trials?
Because the perm's still not broken. I just have to host it.
Oh, so we can still do trials?
Yeah, we can still do trials.
Ah, yeah.
I just have to on the hour really and everything.
Alright,
also,
start doing all your...
may or may not.
Abs, don't quit your day job. Joke's on you. I don't have a day job.
I have
quit
a day
life.
job.
Anyways.
I don't like my day job.
He doesn't. I get Snapchats every once in a while saying "end me." It's great.
Yeah. You're right. I do.
God,
I just
this is
like take a picture of somebody I work with, and I'm just like, fuck.
Does he even have a day job? I already answered that.
All right, hey, we're gonna end the episode. So,
okay.
First, thanks out to everybody here. In chat and everything, you guys. That's the biggest thanks I can. What?
Okay.
Okay. Biggest thing thanks we can give is to you guys here in the channel and everything.
I'm not proud
it's so
of it.
nice. It's nice to actually have you guys here talk about it and everything. you know, it's nice to actually have you here. And that's nice to, you know, average out to fucking 40 viewers of a stream. It's pretty pod. Big thing is we couldn't do this without obviously DI having this platform that we have. We go on this thing every single end of episode, and I should write it down that way I know exactly who we all need to thank. But we obviously want to thank the whole Twitch team for helping us set this up. We want to thank everybody who also approved the show going forward, Trials and Tribulations, which will be live. We don't know when, but I'll probably announce it somewhere. I'm not 100% sure.
Lord knows I don't have a plan.
If we do announce it beforehand, just make sure to watch out for pokes on TeamSpeak, because I will send a mass poke out saying, hey, Trials and Tribulations live for the first episode. Maybe we'll have a guest on, maybe we won't have a guest. Thing is, we'll be playing Trials, and you will see him be better than me at a video game. Not uncommon.
I want to do marbles, but I can't due to reasons. There's multiple reasons I can't do marbles or Twitch things with our current setup. We'll talk more about that later.
We will look into doing things for episode 20. If you want us to see us do something special for episode 20, which we're going to be doing something special anyway. It's our season finale.
Sorry, it's our
if
final
you want
episode,
us to do a specific thing,
removed.
If you want us to do something special for episode 20 for season 1 end, please send it to either myself or Absolute. You can send it to us on either Twitter or Discord. Twitters. I need to get our Twitters in there.
Mine's the same as everything else.
What's my handle on Twitter, Abs?
Give me like a minute. I don't even remember how to look that up. Nice. Fluffy the bot.
Both of our handles. Yeah, Fluffy the bot.
Huh, chef
so both of our handles right there.
Invite Morgan Freeman. I'll put that behind things that'll never happen, because he would never say yes.
So both of those links right there, both of our Twitters. If you want to hit us up there, we'll probably respond. If you don't want to do that, also it's also a good way to like follow us and keep up with what we're doing and everything. And you can hit us up on Discord. Our Discords are actually in the link to this event. Mine is, at least. Abs's is. Do you care for me to hand yours out?
Hand my what out?
Your Discord.
No, I don't care at all.
Okay.
I put that up. I think I put that thing up everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. That is his Discord right there. So if you guys want to shoot him a message as well, feel free to do so. Mine, I actually removed the coffee cup from my name on Discord because it was hard for people to add me. So that's mine right there in chat as well. Again, hit us up with ideas. I'll let you know what we're going to do with the ideas. Before the episode airs, do not worry. I'm not going to leave you in suspense on whether your idea was taken into account or not. I will let you know whether we're going to use it or whether we're not. And if we are going to use it, then if you want to have a segment on the info pit, you can have one. Anything else, Abs?
Luxatic is just freaking entertaining right now. Yes, one more thing. If you have any ideas to support, please reach out to us, and feel free to even talk to us in TeamSpeak. Whisper us, don't poke us. We might be slightly less enthusiastic if you poke us, I'll be honest. We decided to say pokes for important events. They can't, you're a general.
If you're a Captain Plus, poke me. If you're not, it'll tell you don't have the perms.
Hey, wake up. Nope, I'm not a weeb. Sure, bud. That's what they all say. All right. But anyways, thank you very much to everybody. Thank you to DI for allowing us to host on this channel.
Finger guns.
Finger guns.
I've
been doing this whole episode.
I have
episode. Also to use both my F card and my leave card, so I don't. What do you want? What more do you want?
I used more than one F card.
So you default, I'm not a weeb. That's a good argument, Dark. Nice.
All right.
But thank you to DI. Thank you very much for, well, allowing us to have the show. We literally couldn't do this without you and the support you've given us to help set all this up. Thank you very much. You've been a plate platform. It's been great working through this the entire time. It's a great community. Have a lot of great friends.
Sniper and Yogsy.
For allowing us to do this and teaching us how to. Thank you to hosting for input. Oh, thank you to all you guys. Really though, thank you to literally all of you.
Regulars as well. Like,
we can't do this without you guys here. We literally couldn't.
Literally.
We appreciate you guys having so much, because we can talk to a camera without like 40 plus people around. You know, I do Lamau every 3 days a week at minimum right now. I do that, but having you guys around to help talk to us, cheer us up a little bit by having you all lovely words in chat along with all the other jokes, it's great to have around. Thank you so much. But I think that's it.
That's definitely it.
Oh wait, I stream in an hour and a half. Maybe an hour. Maybe an hour actually.
You might actually be able to see a, we'll call it a pilot episode of Trials and Tribulations possibly.
Fuck is you. Oh dang, Isaac got me. Wait, I already said that.
Alright, we need to go ahead,
Yep, end the thing off. So
yeah.
You already take the screenshot?
Yeah, I've already taken it.
Okay, making sure. But
as
thank you
always,
guys.
we see you guys next Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern, the next to Input Pit, episode 16.
Bye.
One closer to the season finale. Bye-bye.
Woo!
Take me to Neverland.